What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GameOverGreggy show. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, hashtag not my champ, Nick Scarpino.
Hi.
Over here,
Hey, bitch.
at Tim Gettys.
Let Tim host.
And party mode master himself, Andy Cortez.
Party Meister.
Hello, everybody.
Party Meister?
Party Meister?
You're the Meister of parties.
I'm the host of the party.
With the
We can say
most.
that.
There's a lot of work needs to be
Meister,
done over
dude.
there. Is Nick
Roll
still
with the
doing that thing
fucking
where he's all
Meister.
conceited about winning? Can I look at him yet?
He's
or?
winking.
I hate him
He's
so
such
much.
a piece of trash.
I hate him so much.
How did he win?
I don't know.
Party mode, everybody.
All of us.
Patreon.com/kindoffunnygames.
No. Oh, God.
You want to go watch the Xavier Woods /Austin Creed /Commissioner episode. It'll be up on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, of course, soon. And by the time this posts on YouTube as well.
If you're listening to audio and you don't hear Nick's voice, it's because he left the room.
He left the room.
And he's
to
going to go get
the
his
fucking
prop.
Go get the goddamn championship belt.
Yeah.
Then he's going to decide it's too heavy, so he's going to just put it
He
down.
tried to rub it in my face during the morning show today, and then we lost the file. We didn't lose the file. I just deleted it. I don't want
What
to
an
see it. You know what I
idiot.
mean?
What
What
an
a
idiot.
dumb
Fucking
moron.
Nick.
Is he pooping on the way back? Because I wanted to wait for him to
Probably.
come, and
It'll
I'm
be a long
stretching as
poop.
much as I can. But like, did
Well,
we
that's
hide the
thing
belt?
is it's not
Did we
that
have it in the morning
far.
show?
Oh, it's just gone.
Oh, okay.
We did. We started it. The internet failed. We're like, well, fuck. We waited 20 minutes trying to fix it. We put it into OBS. It was hit record, and then we stopped. And OBS was like, I didn't record anything.
Oh, cool,
It
okay.
froze. There it
Just
is.
like those 2 lost party modes. Best content that'll never happen.
We got to do that one game again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nick's back. Nick, how's it feel to be the Kind of Funny World Champion?
It feels fantastic, Greg. It feels like when you've gone on a long trip that you didn't like very much, and then you come home. It feels like coming home.
Okay.
What? What?
God, he's
It's
talking
never
to the belt.
talks,
He's
isn't it?
talking to the belt. The belt's talking to him.
It's
What's it saying, Nick?
What's the belt
I
saying,
want to know.
Nick?
It says, I'm home.
Mike didn't pick that up.
It says, I'm home.
He's saying he keeps
Yeah,
saying
Cool
it.
Greg's saying it's not. You're talking too softly. Give me one
Cool
more.
Greg is watching fucking whatever Jay-Z's doing on Twitter right now. He's not paying attention to any of this shit.
If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Game Over Greggy show each and every week. 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each bring a random topic discussion for your amusement, except for today, but we'll get to that in a little bit. If you like it, head over to patreon.com/kindoffunny, where you can kick us a buck and watch the show live as we record it, or $5 or $10 and get to watch it each and every Friday, a whole week before it goes live on youtube.com/kindoffunny. Of course, no matter what you pay us on Patreon, it gets you a bunch of other perks and goodies, exclusive access to shows. It'll get you cool things. You can go up higher, get fame.
Yo, can you get me here? Can you get me on this real quick?
You don't even know how to put on like a real champion. That's the problem. Like, here's the thing: is like, you keep doing this thing with the championship where you rub it in my face, but it's really, I love it when you rub it in Andy's face. Now, I'll gladly be your Bobby the Brain Heenan and be your manager and fucking do this and like talk how great you are. But you got to turn your hate to Andy, otherwise you're playing against me and I got to play against you too.
Play it
Andy
against.
lost first.
Deal.
Andy, okay, cool then.
Wait,
Scrap
come
this
on.
Come on, champ, get up, champ, get over here.
God damn it.
Turn it around.
I hate everything
No,
about
no,
this.
that's how you do it alone. Now you got me. Now you got me on your side. You're Bobby the Brain.
You what? That's not. You lost the championship.
But sometimes when a great competitor comes through, you gotta say I respect him. And no one's ever respected you, Maximum
Try to
Cortez.
fucking parlay this into you being a winner somehow.
Listen, Wolfpack up high.
Fuck yeah.
Too sweet. Yeah. That's one way we can do. And like I said, yeah, you can get it on youtube.com/kindoffunny. Click the bell so you never miss it when we go live.
Can you put this on Andy so that he knows he's fucking mine?
Yeah, because your bitch ass got owned by
that I
Nick. Now you
fucking
know you're
own
Nick's
your
property.
fucking little cute ass.
They just put a post-it note on my.
So let me rewind time
Okay.
for some
Take it
people who
back.
weren't in the office late last week.
the greatest minds came together.
We were in the back room.
Mm-hmm.
You were gone.
I was gone.
Nobody knows where the fuck you were. Nobody cares. Andy was there. Joester was there. Nick was there. Me, I was there as well, obviously.
So it was
And
just me
Nick-
gone? Why was I
You and Kevin were gone.
Oh, okay.
Nick
it was
came
very
up
quiet, peaceful.
with what sounded like a mean idea. And he said, you know what we should do? We should record a Game Over Greggy show where we just rank all our friends.
Yeah. Do you want to know the?
I do.
So I was listening to a different podcast with a guy named Andrew Dice Clay, who was a comedian, a very famous comedian from the 80s. Still kicking
Hickory
around.
dickory dock.
Right. And he has an ongoing joke about he has one friend who he calls his number one best friend. And I thought to myself, who would be my number one best friend here? And then I was going to do that as a bit on the morning show and just drive it into the ground. as we do on the morning show.
Right.
And then you fine gentlemen stepped in and said, no, it'll be that much more insulting.
Yeah, you were like, let's do a ranking thing of, and then it became from your best friend to ranking all of our friends, is what you said.
Yeah, we just want to.
And then our pretty little boy,
Andy Cortez.
Andy Cortez, stepped up to the plate. Andy,
Juju
what did
B.
you
Cortez.
say?
I said we should do a March Madness ranking of our friends.
Right. And for you,
A big
Tim,
tournament.
who have no idea what any of those words mean.
Right.
Every year.
I would win the best friend contest.
Every year in March, there's this thing called March Madness, where the college basketball teams play each other in this giant tournament. And
64
Everyone's
teams.
really excited
They come down to
about college basketball.
They are. It's a great excuse to drink and watch sports in the middle of the day.
Seriously, the first day of college basketball, the first day of March Madness, everybody
It's the
calls in
Madness
sick
of
to
March.
work.
Yeah.
Like it is known for, along with the Super Bowl being a day where nobody goes to work because they want to bet money and watch this really shitty small team possibly beat this giant and upset
happened this
them. It's happened, yeah. Happened a lot.
So we loved this idea. I loved where Andy's head was at. Now,
Where's your head at, Andy?
where's your head at? Where's your head at? Love this idea. And so it gets even more complicated because it went from just ranking
This
everybody.
is already complicated, yeah.
Oh, it's going to get way worse.
Okay.
Strap in.
Yeah.
Great.
So what they do is, of course, they have different regions. And when you're in these different regions, you then seed the teams.
Okay.
So the number 1 team plays the number 16 team. The best
doesn't
plays the
sound fair.
worst.
That
Well,
sounds
that's
like
the
a
point.
bad-
You should
Well,
have
it's-
been
yeah.
ranked better. You should have played better.
Yeah, the best team is like, well, you deserve being at the top and playing the worst team because you played the best throughout the year.
It doesn't make any sense to me either, Tim, but that's how people do it.
That
yeah.
sounds dumb.
So what we decided to do is throw the first annual, kind of funny, best friend, March/April Madness tournament on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we are going to do,
It has to be forever March/April.
I like it.
I laid out the schedule, and the way I want to do it goes really long.
Yeah, that's great.
And if it went even longer, we were going to go with Mayhem.
Yeah, Mayhem would have been good. Mayhem
March
would have been
Mayhem?
good. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
gonna. Can I stop you right there? Though?
Sure, lay it
I've
on me.
been. Do you guys know Gus from Rooster Teeth?
I do. I know.
Now,
I've heard of him, yeah.
When I wanted to do my first annual Oscars live stream before death knocked at my door.
Oh, the
Also
shingles, the
before-
shingles.
Right around the time I became champion. Again. Just put it out there, champ. I'm the champ, Andy.
He is the champ, Andy.
I wanted to do the first annual Oscar party, and Gus corrected me on Twitter and said you can't have a first annual thing.
That's the joke.
That's what I fucking told him. That's what I said.
Oh,
to
you didn't
him.
know that at the time.
I
You
said
were-
that's the joke.
Yeah.
No, I play everything off like I'm joking around, like I fucking know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Wait, why not?
There's a what's the real word for it? There's a different word for it. The inaugural is what it's
Yeah.
supposed to be called, not
Yeah.
first annual.
Annual means it's happened
It's
before.
happened
It happens
before.
every year. We're making a claim that it's going to happen every year. Will it? Who knows? I
Yeah.
mean, if this is a huge success, it will.
If Troy Baker wins, it will.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Harley wins, it will.
So we were like, well, let's just do we do 8 people and do it that way? How do we want to decide? How do we want how do we want to do it? And we decided what we're going to do is do 32 best friends.
32.
What do you mean by best friend?
Thank you for asking.
it's a good question,
Here's
Tim.
the way the tournament will work. At no point are any of us eligible.
Okay.
And this includes co-hosts, both past and present.
Okay.
Future, I can't comment on. So no co-hosts, no one paid by Kinda Funny.
Okay.
On top of that, no significant others. So no Gia, no Jen, no Yves Gilmore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Eve.
it's got
No S.
Yevs.
Well, there
Yves
is an
Gilmore.
S. You just don't say
Yevs.
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He's gonna respect me for respecting his name more than he respects you for not respecting his name. What was that? Audio listeners are in for a treat on that one.
Yeah, there you go.
So all right, so then we're like 32. Now in college basketball, it's broken up, east, west, north, south. That's how we break up the different divisions here. We went back and forth for a long time figuring out what categories could define our best friends. Oh, I'm sorry, I left off the third most important one. No community members. I got caught up. No one who's employed by Kinda Funny.
Okay.
No significant others, no community members.
Got it.
So what we're doing is people who have greatly impacted the show, been on the show, like we're
Friends of the show.
exactly friends of the
Best
show.
friends of the show.
And that's the thing is we're trying to get down to the ultimate in quotes Kinda Funny best friend. It doesn't include the real best friends, the people who watch the content. You know what I mean? Because that would
you
just
should probably work on the, I don't know,
what it didn't work for you.
branding of that.
The ultimate
just told
Kinda
you.
Funny best friend. is
That's
what we're
not.
doing.
Yeah, it's the ultimate Kinda Funny best friend. That's not
Yeah.
part of the community, not us.
I think
or the
it's-
significant other.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
rolls
yeah,
off the tongue.
yeah. When you have all that,
First annual Kinda Funny best
My-
friend
our number
tournament.
one
The
best
ultimate Kinda Funny best friend
April,
tournament.
May,
number
March,
one best friend.
April. Could have been the May
2.7.
Mayhem, but
Just
it's
say
not,
number one best
I
friend.
was
Yeah,
being
come on.
silly.
Okay,
Okay,
so what I'm
got
saying
it.
is this is in honor. Nick is going to buy a trophy. Did you buy it?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, he's gonna buy.
There's a trophy shop on Broadway Street. If it's still there, I'm gonna go. And my plan
The
is to
trophy
get,
shop is still there.
Yeah. If not, I'll find a different one. I'm sure there's like a billion about in the outer sunset. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get the dump.
There's just trophy shops littered around.
It's just trophy shops and kung fu shops. That's all they got in the outer sunset. But I'm gonna go. It's just like when the kid wins the championship, he goes right next door to the kung fu shop, buys himself like. I had 3 of those
Someone
stupid
wins a tennis
participation
match in Golden Gate Park, goes there, gets the tennis racket.
But what I always liked, my brother, I think, had one of those. I think it was my brother had one of those stupid ass baseball trophies that was really small.
Yeah,
that's the one we're gonna get.
Okay,
yeah, it's gonna be a baseball trophy, unless they've gotten with the times. And they have a podcasting trophy, in which case I'll give them that.
Is it like the size of the trophy that I won when I won in Echo Arena VR when I destroyed everybody?
Did you win a trophy for that?
Yeah.
Then yes, it's that size. Yeah, it's going to be that size
that.
probably.
Yeah.
That party mode will
So I
never go
have some
live.
questions.
That's
College
so good,
basketball.
We're not done yet, but
Vince
okay.
Lombardi, right?
Yeah, that's college football.
Lombard
there's
Street.
the Lombardi
Trophy.
Trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did Lombard Street.
Is that just one trophy that gets handed down year after year, or like do they get to
different
keep
trophies.
some? It's
Yeah, you
different
keep
ones?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You keep it.
Is that-
There's rumors that Ricky Williams, running back, big pothead guy.
Yeah, I know. He didn't want to wear shoes for a long time.
Yeah, there was rumors that he thought he was going to have his trophy vacated from him, much like Reggie Bush did when he won the Heisman.
Yeah.
And that Ricky Williams had the trophy stored with some friend of his in Miami, so like they couldn't take it from him.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would have done the opposite. I would have cut it in small little pieces and mailed it back to him one by one like a fucking serial killer.
Okay, that is definitely one
Fuck
thing.
you. It's
Like,
legal.
So we
It's
went
legal
back
now.
and forth how to break this up into divisions. And divisions that could represent our best friends that aren't the literal best friends who watch the content, aren't our literal best friends who work with us, aren't our literal best friends who
Got
are
it. Yeah.
And of course, this isn't mean spirited when we put the people in here, right? Because what we're gonna do is put them into these buckets. Then of course we have to seed them. You have to decide who's the number 1 seed in that division. Who's the best kind of funny best friend podcaster, whatever you want to call it. You know, you've been working on terminology for a while on this episode.
Number 1 best friend.
Best friend
Number
of the
1
show.
best friend. Best friend of the show.
that number one best
okay,
friend?
I
there
think
you
it
go.
makes sense.
Best friend of the show. I'm writing that down. Okay.
This paper really good.
Yeah, really good paper.
Feels a good paper.
Now, when we start ranking, we could put it in there. We could put it in there. It could
The
be
paper?
Could be. Yeah, I'm just putting it
Okay.
out there.
I'll
So
think about
here is how we've broken out our regions. After much debate, there is the kind of funny region. This is people who have had some involvement with youtube.com/kindafunny.
Okay.
Makes sense, right?
Morning show, GOG.
Right, yeah.
Guests
Cooking
on the
with
show.
Greggy. Oh, yeah. I mean, they could just be people who film. It could be Sean Finnegan if you want to toss his name in there. You know
Got
what I
it.
mean?
Okay.
We're playing fast and loose with it.
All right.
The next division, kind of funny games. Makes sense after, of course, meeting the kind of funny division, right? Okay, we got there. People who've appeared there and have had something to do with it. From there, San Francisco people.
Okay.
Now here's where we can play fast and loose. Sure, of course, there's people who I've given you 3 divisions. Are there people who could be in any one of those divisions? Of course there are. But we'll have to. This way we get to play fast and loose. Put people.
Have we
in
already
one of them.
decided who's in these divisions?
We'll get to that. Don't worry about that. All right.
No,
That's what this whole 3-hour podcast is
Falcon
going to be.
Lombardi, man.
While
This
we
is-
were working here and you were off in fucking LA,
Yeah.
business calls, hey, $2,000 a month, whatever. You know, we were doing
Buy,
work here.
sell,
man.
sell, buy.
Yeah, exactly. Nick.
And then, probably the most competitive and important division in the first annual
In the
kind of
universe.
funny best friend
KF.
April/May best friend of the show tournament
March/April.
semi-annual. Well, it could have been Mayhem. Is brand. So not even a person,
Just
but
a
a brand that has been a good best friend to us.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So now,
Wait, hold on. Sorry. When you say brand, you mean like influencer?
Like DiGiorno's.
yeah, DiGiorno's.
DiGiorno's.
Yeah.
Like LaCroix.
Okay.
And that's where I'm like, I feel like,
I'm in.
okay.
I'm in.
I feel like we know the number 1 seed there, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
we'll get to it later.
So then we have to go through right now and pick the 8 competitors that go into these categories, these buckets, and then we have to seed them. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to decide. I think we should go through and pick our 8 for every category, then start arguing what number they should be. Now I've done a little bit of legwork here.
Okay.
But what I'd like to do, Tim, since you're the newest to this,
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Newest to this.
You've woken up from a coma. You go, and you look around. You're like, what? What? It's
Winky,
a tournament.
winky, pinky,
Who's
pinky.
the president? What year
Vince
is
Lombardi?
it?
Is
Vince
it
Lombardi
Tuesday or
came to me in a
Thursday?
dream. I want to know Well, toss me some brands. We have 8 brand spots to fill.
Hold on. So is that it though?
What?
What are those the seats?
Those are the 4
Those
regions.
are the 4 regions. Andy, I think a visual aid would help him. Show the board here.
Hey, give me that marker,
Listen,
huh?
Show me
We
the
have
board.
we have the whiteboard for a reason.
I'm as
well-
lost as you are, but I'm just going with it, man. I'm having a great
Okay,
time.
and I'm trying to go with it. I just have a lot of questions. So from this, like, so is IGN not its own category? Do they just count? They count as San Francisco.
I don't know if you know this. Fuck IGN. We don't work there anymore.
Yeah, but I feel like they deserve their like.
San Francisco.
Hey, when we get to San Francisco or KF Games or KF, if you want to take one of those yellow belly motherfuckers and put them in the thing, go for it.
I feel like the Let's Play family,
Yeah.
Rooster Teeth in general, might be
Maybe that was a category, but maybe we decided to break it up to. I mean, we've had Let's Play members on GOG and on Gamescast.
And if
So that's
you
what we're
keep it,
separating
if
them.
you've been keeping track, our community hates the Let's Play community. So
And they
giving
hate
them their
IGN.
own bracket,
They
they
also
would just
hate
want to see
IGN.
that bracket burn to death.
But I mean, that's democracy.
But I don't like that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
You know what? You should all have been there.
To be honest with
Wait,
you, this
who
thing's
should
making me
we-
sweat.
I think Kind of Funny and Kind of Funny Games should be broken up. So
up.
you're putting brands up here in the top bracket. I would say then put Kind of Funny down there. Okay, now Nick, that's just gonna erase stuff. You know that it's very nice felt backing on that belt. You've held the belt before. You know
KF.
it's gonna erase stuff. Please lift it off, please.
And then I'll
Please.
slide this over
okay,
here.
Okay.
And then
And
I'll
then
put KFG
G, sure, and then SF up here.
here. Oh, I'll put KFG up here and then SF down here.
Okay, I like that. Okay, Nick. No, you're this right now. If you are an audio listener, Nick is just putting his belt into the Skycam shot. Every shot he gets to do this.
Cool. This looks good right here.
So now,
I mean, this is interesting to me. The way you guys broke it
Put
up.
the laptop down on here if you want.
I don't want
It's
to
not how
erase
I would
anything.
do it, but that's cool.
What would you do, Tim?
Why
Why do you want to sit there
I
and
want to see
shit
how
on
this starts
everything?
getting filled out, and then we'll start to see how this works.
We're not-
I love that brands get equal weight too with these other things, but I'm down. Let's go.
I mean, would you like to argue that brands don't give us a lot of things and don't act like our best friends quite a bit?
I mean, I don't know.
No, well, again, Andy is very gung ho on this. The
This
whiteboard.
isn't meant to be offensive to anybody, but we're gonna offend people. So let's do it.
Yeah, I
Let's
mean,
do it.
again,
I'm
get
down.
balls in it, all right?
Oh, I'm
Here's what I
down
need
to
you to
go,
do. I need you to take off your culottes and wade into the alligator-infested waters, because me and Andy are over here and we're
getting
wrestling
chompy.
these gators.
What?
See you later, alligator.
What state is Tim in that dream of yours right now? Is he
What
Florida?
state?
Yeah, where is he in Florida? Where he's got
He's
culottes and he's
in New
wrestling
Orleans.
alligators?
New
I don't know
Orleans.
if I know what culottes really are.
Culottes are like a
Aren't they
half
like high
pant
socks?
short.
Oh, no, that's a fruit.
I think it's a 3/4 pant is a
Oh,
culotte.
I thought it was the sock was a culotte.
I don't think
like high
so.
socks.
Look it up. We got the Google.
No,
Cool,
we're
Greg.
too busy. We're too busy. So now
spell
here's what I'm
culotte
saying,
into
of
Google.
course. Andy,
Sure.
we need to take this board and put it off the thing.
Oh.
We don't need it. We got to pick our 8 for categories, right? And they
Okay.
don't immediately get done here. I say we pick our 8 for every
Okay.
category,
Okay.
then we seed.
I'm
If you
into
like
it.
it, you can leave it if you want.
No. Yeah. Let's take it down. Let's take it down.
Now here's where it gets interesting for you, audio-visual listeners. You might say, this seems like a dumb idea. And I love it when the guys do dumb ideas. But where's the audience participation?
I was wondering that.
Thank
Greg.
you. Thank you very much. As you know,
3/4 inch.
3/4 inch
Yeah,
pants.
it's kind of like a pant that goes above.
As
the
you know,
mid-knee.
Kind of Funny is all about you, the best friends, the community. All we are doing here today in this 4-hour-long podcast is going through
4 hours.
picking the 8, seeding the 8 for everyone. So we get the 32 seeds, putting the bracket together, then opening up you. You get to decide who is the first annual Kind of Funny best friend of the show. All right?
I'm into that.
So what's going to happen
About 10
is,
years ago, I got in a lot of trouble with top 8s, Greg. But I've
MySpace.
been worried
Right.
that I was never going to go through that again.
Well,
I'm happy
here's
that
the
here we
thing: is
are.
again, we're doing this with tongue in cheek. We're all having
Tongue-in-cheek.
fun. I want to give scathing criticism to our friends who have not been great friends of the show.
Yeah.
And what that isn't me saying you fucked me over enough, Andrew Goldfarb. What it's saying is you need to be better this next year, Andrew Goldfarb. If you want a better seed next year, maybe don't be such a dickbag to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Buy me food.
Exactly.
You know.
That,
Like a
exactly.
lot of
Yeah.
So the way this will work is this.
I
This
need an
will
oil
post
change, you know?
on Patreon, March 23rd. For a week, you patrons get to pop off and enjoy, and in the comments of the Patreon, argue with each other about who the seed should have been and this, that, and the other. Have a great time. Then on YouTube, it posts March 30th. On March 30th, we begin round 1. 16 matches, 2 a day. From March 30th through April 6th. We will do 2 matches a day.
This is exciting.
Yes,
this is
for
what I
round
want the
one.
show to be, man.
Yeah. Then round 2 will kick off April 9th through April 12th. 8 matches, 2 a day. Then round 3 shows up. It's 4 matches. They will all be done the weekend. It will start it on April 13th.
When we gonna end?
We're gonna end it on that Monday.
Oh.
So you get to run through. What?
I thought we were in somewhere more fun.
Oh, we're not there yet. Sorry, no. So yeah, so 4 matches all weekend, April 13th. Then we'll be down to the final 4. This is exciting.
Oh, shit.
Final
We're
four.
gonna let that cook a little bit. And then round 4 kicks off on April 17th and 18th. 1 match a day to decide who goes to the championship to be Kinda Funny's first annual best friend of the show on April 20th. 420.
dude. Oh,
One fucking
shit.
match all day
Dude.
long. You gotta vote, you gotta retweet, you gotta get out there and campaign
Smoke
for
that
who you want.
reefer.
Dude, cigarettes all day for me.
gonna
The
be real
one thing we
cool.
haven't talked about, Nick, is that we have a better kindafunny.com now, an easier one for us to use,
Sure,
kindafunny.com.
we do.
We'll need to put this image on there.
Easily
that
done.
way we can break it all up and
If
write
Andy
in.
wants to prepare that in a photoshopped and or JPEG and or PNG format, I can get that uploaded tonight, and we can type in. If you want to give me a paragraph of the rules and stuff,
Sure.
so people can see what the official rules are with those dates, maybe.
Sure.
There's a lot
or,
more involved than I thought.
or we take these dates and write them on the whiteboard and take a photo of the whiteboard.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's a solid option B.
Starting then.
So wait, hold on. There's something I missed that you might have said, but I glossed over.
I understand that
Twitter polls? Is that how
Twitter
this is
polls.
decided?
Twitter polls. Yes,
Got
yes,
it,
yes,
okay.
yes. Varying time limits. When we're in round 1, where we're doing 16 matches, 2 a day,
Good lord.
probably going to leave polls open for 23 hours. So at the 24th hour, the new poll posts.
Right.
You know what I mean? And people campaign. We fill out the bracket. Joey Noel, I'm not going to write any of this down. So if you're watching live at home because you're sick, you need to take copious notes to be on top of this.
She is, yeah. She was like, there's something in the shot, and it was the whiteboard.
Maybe you came to work, you know that, Joester. But
come on, Joester.
I guess those fucking interviews for What's Good Games. are just fucking-
Joester.
Hey, did you ask, Joey, did you ask Merch that question?
No, that
Let me
doesn't.
know.
We'll do that later. We'll
Okay.
do that later. Okay. So right now, Tim Gettys.
Yeah.
I can tell. I've sold you on this idea.
Yeah, I'm sold.
That you love dumb ideas and you
I
love
do.
having fun and you love ranking
There's going to be a
friends.
lot of retweets involved in this, and if there's one thing I like, Greg.
retweets. All the polls will be on Kinda Funny Vids, by the way. Twitter.com/Kinda
right.
Funny Vids. Just be clear.
Should we do like interactive story stuff on Kinda Funny Instagram? I think that'd be cool.
Sure, I don't know what that means. but
Like
okay.
like updating like
What about
guys.
a thing on Vero?
It's
Where Nick goes on Vero every day.
What about a thing where Nick tries to tell you the difference between Venmo and Vero?
Tim, I'm going to give you the honor of deciding what bracket we seed first. Or, I'm sorry,
Let's-
that we the 8 we come down to first.
Let's start
Kinda Funny Games.
Let's start with brand.
Brand.
Wow,
Okay.
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 getting in there quick.
So, I have a document I've been working on, but spitball me some brands. Where's your head at?
Give me some more there, because I don't want to say me undies. Like
You say polo?
I'm gonna say we're missing a brand here on your list. I'm sorry, I'm cheating right now. I'm looking over your
Well,
shoulder
don't
on your
cheat.
list.
How about Bugle Boy?
because I
What
love
the
me
fuck
undies.
is Bugle Boy? Yeah, no, I do remember
The
that.
chips?
Oshkosh Bagash.
I hate you.
Which are we just talking about brands that we like, or are you talking about
The-
brands that have been there for us and helped us out?
I mean,
Because like Starbucks,
sure.
Is on
the
the
Bucks.
list.
Oh,
The Bucks.
that's
are-
a- hey.
the Bucks needs to be on the list.
Well, I mean, fucking, is this list a fluid object or
It
is
is,
set in
but I mean,
stone?
I don't want- if
Because
you-
we could bang this podcast out in the next 5 minutes if you want to just put up your fucking list and we don't get a chance to talk about this at all. You're corrupting my
First
idea.
off, we had started this. We corrupted your idea from the moment it started. We had started this list together on Slack, and if you knew how to open Slack, you could have been a part of
Dude,
it.
there's 50 Slack channels we got now. We got one for lunch, for fuck's sake. It's too much for me to pay. I'm gonna put this out there.
It's
Taco Bell.
organized.
Taco Bell is one that I feel like has been good to us. We've been good
Taco
to
Bell
it. It's
deserves
not on there.
4 to the goddamn show.
I would like Taco Bell to be on
Taco
there.
Bell's on the list, guys.
No, it's on the. We're considering.
I mean,
right
it's-
now.
yeah, it's
we have
in- it's
8
in the
slots.
running.
You want me to yell out the brands we have right now? We have more than 8.
Okay.
So we have to-
then,
all right.
then we'll fight. I like that. That's,
We have
this is
LaCroix.
good. Obviously.
We have DiGiorno.
Yeah.
We have Hot Cheetos.
Fucking goddamn yes. I love this list.
We have Wing Wings.
yes.
We have Starbucks.
cool.
We have Chipotle.
We need Chipotle.
Now, see, the thing is, I love.
We have Napa Smith Brewery. We, of course, if you're not familiar, they supply the kegerator with free beer, and we don't want to piss them off. So I highly recommend keeping them on here. Portillo's is on there as well. Then we have Twang. We have Blue Apron.
Hold on, is Twang a brand?
Yeah.
Does Twang have any sort of Twitter following or Twitter account whatsoever?
Are you saying this is just to get retweets and have a social media movement that puts us as kings of the internet?
100%.
All right,
I'm just saying, what's the point if they don't even know that we're doing this? If we can't make fun of them on Twitter because they're not on Twitter, what's the point?
It's for the fans. I mean,
I'm with Andy. I'm doing this for the love of the game.
Wait, I thought twang was like just
no, it's
a
twang.
type of thing. That's the name of it. It's
That's
like
the
a
name
brand.
of twang. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Well, to be fair, you can use the word twang to describe a lot of different fun
Got a
things.
twang.
It's true.
Wait, you did no?
Like what?
Wait, no. He did the wink too, where nobody can see it. All right, so twang, Blue Apron, Me
did it
Undies,
again.
and Taco Bell now.
Okay.
Who are we missing from that?
Who are we missing from the list?
The list.
Now, we do get pizza from other places whenever we order in sometimes.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the thing. We don't have. There's not a pizza place that is like, oh, we get pizza from them all the time.
Right. Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
that's true.
Senores?
No, I feel
Goat Hill?
you. I feel you.
All good
But
stuff.
yeah,
I'm not taking away from them.
They don't represent kind of
They don't
funny.
represent kind of funny. They don't represent us in the way a LaCroix does, a DiGiorno
totally.
does.
Yeah.
Chipotle.
Coca-Cola deserves a shout out. I understand.
You turn your back on them.
I will never turn my back on Coca-Cola.
I haven't
especially if
seen a
can turn
Coke in
this-
your hand in years.
Exactly.
But can we have? You know what? We'll work on this later. I just want to say fuck Pepsi somehow and fuck Chardonnay. I want to have like a. Not
You want to
just
have a
bottom
separate
tier,
list that
a
people don't
separate
vote
list,
on that
like
will,
a
that will
fuck these
people who will never be best friends?
The NIT list.
Yeah. Okay.
The NIT.
That's good. That's a
Okay.
good college basketball reference.
NIT is like the teams that don't make the tournament playing the NIT tournament.
Oh,
it's kind of
sad
like
teams.
It's kind of like they could just like win something, you know.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Pepsi and Chardonnay.
I
want
to put Jay-Z on the list for Cool Greg.
Is he a brand?
Jay-Z is it? Yes.
He's Mr.
a
Worldwide.
I'm
media
not a
mogul.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
Yeah,
He's a
dude.
goat.
Diamonds remix.
Okay.
Write all that.
I didn't write all that. I put Jay-Z and we'll remember that. We'll remember what that means, Cool Greg.
He hasn't been good to us though. Like, what has he done?
You know what? This is the brainstorming.
I guess
Like,
you're
sure.
right.
Nobody's
He's not
locked
really
in.
good. He
No
brought
one's
us-
locked into anything, so
He
it's
brought
fine.
us Cool Greg.
I'm just
He did
saying,
bring us Cool Greg.
it's Hova.
We did use okay.
Here's
thanks,
how I
Nick.
think we should work from here in terms of picking our top eight.
How do you do Hove?
It's not. It's throw up the rock.
Is that
You
an
don't
H?
just
That's
make
an
it
H.
up.
Page.
That's an
Is
H.
that an H?
DDP.
I think we should go through and tell who's a lock, right?
Yeah,
LaCroix's a lock.
has
Lock.
to be. They
I
gave
say
us
DiGiorno's a lock.
800
DiGiorno's an absolute lock.
And like we'll get
DiGiorno
in,
has to be.
We'll get into arguments about where they seed, and that's where we're really
Right.
getting. But I mean,
Got it.
DiGiorno sent us so much pizza stuff. Hot Cheetos,
Definitely.
No, I feel like there was a moment where we all loved hot Cheetos. It cooled
and
off.
now it's just Kevin.
It cooled off. Now it's
No,
just
that is
anytime I
absolutely
need
not
any
true.
Kevin to do anything, I just hear this. So they've gone from being an obsession of ours to just being another thing Kevin can use to annoy me.
No, hot Cheetos,
No.
man. There's at some point, at any moment,
We've
in
had
any
two
day,
orders-
someone's eating.
We've
hot
had 2
Cheetos.
orders of 50 bags sent to us, and then we had that big core sent to us from Twitter.
Yeah.
Hot Cheetos. Yeah.
Where are you at with hot Cheetos? Have you had? When's the last time you had a hot Cheeto?
Yesterday.
When's the last time you had a hot Cheeto?
Well, I don't know, but
Yeah, so
I was
you don't
never
eat
big
hot
on
Cheetos.
you and I just aren't big on the train, but I think they're a movement.
I mean,
around
it's an
here. Even
absolute
Andrew
lock.
Renee
It's a
loves
movement, man.
fuck,
It's
you're
an
right.
absolute lock.
All right, fair.
absolute long. All right,
Yeah. Come on, guys.
Wing
what are we
wings.
doing?
Wing's been good.
They have been good to us. I think of the after party after Kind of Funny Live 3, of course.
True.
I think of just me. It's one of those. It's a Kind of Funny best friend thing. It's not just Greg Miller's best friend. So I'm open to a red team. We can not lock them in. We can see where we go from here.
I mean,
But they
obviously,
haven't
like,
good-
that's my thing. Is like, I love Gordo. I wouldn't say it's on the list.
Sure.
Because
But again-
even though it represents half the goddamn company and their good decisions,
No. But again, I hear you. It's just that I think that Wing Wings was there for us. You
Yeah,
know what I
they
mean? Like
were.
a lot of our best friends have really good memories of that.
true.
I won't
That's a
lock them
good
in.
call.
We're
That's
not
a
going to
good
lock them in. Starbucks.
Starbucks
has to be a lock. That has to be a lock.
But
We're
see,
very
now here's
addicted.
the thing, though. How have they been good to us? Besides just being good to us and keeping us going
Sure.
every day. They haven't
think that's how
actually
it
done
is.
something.
I mean,
No, that's the thing. Like I would argue, Taco Bell back in the day retweeted us. We had the guy
did.
that worked for the social media, was a big fan of ours.
And you
He was
guys do
best
love
friend.
Taco Bell.
We love T
love
Bell.
Taco
Cool
Bell.
Greg loves Taco Bell.
I'm just saying that, like, as much as I love Starbucks, we might as well not even be on their radar for as many times as I've entered into the stores and said, please let me just live here.
I have a
Let me
pretty
just
good
live
one.
here.
I think I have a pretty good one.
Lay it on me.
Razer. I mean, me and Joey and Kevin and Cool Greg all use Razer keyboards and mice, and they've hooked us up with those.
Razor has hooked the group up.
Yeah.
A lot.
I haven't gotten anything recently.
Recently.
I don't know.
What have you done for me lately?
I don't know. I don't want to go out as far as like. I mean, at that level, I would say then Logitech because they gave us webcam. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
Origin cut us a deal when we started the company on computers.
Sure. Yeah.
But again, what have they done for us lately? Not a goddamn
As
thing.
we
You know what I
slowly
mean?
sully all of our relationships with all these people that we spent years building.
Again, we're gonna break some hearts here. It's got to happen.
and our monitors are Razer too. I mean, they're
Mine
like
isn't.
Some of them are, yeah.
they are the Razer sort of subsidiary. brand
Razer
thing.
are the fucking homies, and they've hooked us the fuck up.
We might need to put Razer on the fucking
Razer,
side.
yeah, Razer. Out of all the people we just talked about, Razer's the number one.
I'm not saying
Wow.
that I'm not saying that they are an absolute lock. I'm saying that
Yeah,
they have to be on the list.
I'm adding them to the list of possible. People.
Also, another argument for hot Cheetos.
real quick, are we?
I feel like every day we
Hot
get a
Cheetos
tweet.
is
Save
on.
it,
It's
save
on.
it,
We
save
get a
it,
tweet
save
from
it,
somebody.
save it, save
Oh,
it.
sure.
So
Cheetos
are we
is on.
saying that Taco Bell's a lock as well?
Dude, Taco Bell has to be on.
I
I mean,
love
they were
Taco
some
Bell.
of our first unboxing videos. I feel.
Yeah, yeah,
And
I
like,
love
yeah,
Taco
they've-
Bell.
all right, that's
we
up
get them
there.
every stream. They love us.
Yeah.
We're big with them.
They love
Then
us.
we're now here. Napa Smith Brewery.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they've the beer alone.
Yep. Okay.
And
And
I
Cool
feel like
Greg's
they
hat.
come back every 3 days.
They're coming in on Friday, by the way, in
Yeah.
case I forget. 11 a.m. Portillo's. Now, your first reaction.
Yeah,
That's an
100%.
absolute
Has to be.
lock.
Okay,
Has to
then
be
I don't
on.
have to defend it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Your fucking pictures on the wall at
In
all
every one of
Portillo's.
them.
And remember, they hooked us the fuck up when we went there.
And the other Nick
multiple times.
Scarpino works at Portillo's.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
still
Which
have
I
the
am
gift card
intrinsically
in my
tied
pocket
to.
right now.
Sure.
For Portillo's.
Why didn't you use it at PSX?
I didn't go.
Ooh, what about
you didn't.
Outback?
Ooh.
They haven't
back
been
in
good
the-
to us.
No.
They fucked Cool Greg's macaroni one too many
That's a
times.
great point.
true.
That's
Too
a
many
good, that's
cold
a, that's a,
macaroni
that's a
days.
great, okay. I'm
Cool
deleting
Greg-
that.
I mean, I
Hold
could
on,
go for
either.
some of their wings right now.
Of course
though.
you could.
I mean,
Who
yeah,
couldn't?
fuck, I wanna
Cheese
get
fries?
So now this means we have 2 slots left in the brand category. On the list, we still have Twang, Blue Apron, MeUndies, Coke, Jay-Z, Starbucks, Chipotle, Wings, Razer.
Now I love Blue Apron and MeUndies, but they have sponsored our content
I agree.
before. Are we worried about that? Because that is
Oh,
something.
you want the.
I'd say no sponsors.
I just think
Okay.
it might
You
be
rule.
we love them, but there's no, but they've sponsored. We're currently working with them in
That
a
is
professional
true.
capacity.
I mean, I will say
Maybe
though,
we
but
should not.
MeUndies is on a different level where like I fucking love them.
I love them too, but again,
I wouldn't
this
know. I wouldn't know because I don't get their stuff. So
'Cause you don't wear underwear.
Yeah.
Guys need to just buy them. Like
we have a code that gets you $20 off. You know.
well, are they $80 or what? What the fuck? What?
It's 20% off. Just 100% satisfaction.
Why don't you just get a
guarantee,
free one?
shipping.
MeUndies are great, but I'm fine with that.
I agree.
MeUndies.com
I think at this
/1.
point we can knock off Coke and Jay-Z. They've been mentioned.
Knock them off.
They've been mentioned.
Sorry, Cool
Yeah,
Greg.
I mean, I only need one vice of liquid, and I guess it has to be LaCroix.
Yeah.
With all due respect to Andy, I think we can knock off Twang,
Twang
here as
is
well.
stupid.
Twang's been mentioned in the
Twang's
there was a
conversation.
great.
movement
Stupid.
though.
There
It's
was
in
a
the
movement.
animated show.
It's
I mean,
because
should we
of
put
you.
Gundams
But
on
I
this
Have they
list?
sent us free Twang? Have they been good to us? Is what I'm saying.
I feel like the Cheetos is the thing where you'd have
Sure.
to argue Cheetos
You
or
gotta
Twang.
get
Yeah,
You get
okay,
one or the
yeah.
other.
Knock it the fuck off.
It's just
So now,
like-
for our 2 final slots, we have 4 competitors:
All right.
Starbucks, Chipotle, Wings, and Razer.
hard. This is a hard
This is
category.
real hard.
I
The
go
thing about-
wings and Razor.
Here's my thing. Starbucks has not given us any actual thing.
Now, real quick, I do want to point out, I feel like we're starting to sound like we're just supporting people who are giving us things. But it's been good to us. We're not asking for giveaways. I'm just putting-
Giving us things
Sure.
is more. It's
Well,
like,
Starbucks
you know.
has never engaged with us on Twitter.
Exactly.
They've
They haven't
never
given
met.
us
They don't know who
supports.
the fuck we are.
But the amount of business meetings we've had at a Starbucks,
Sure.
the amount of times that we
I mean,
come back with fucking
daily.
Trenty iced
Daily.
coffees.
Went twice today.
And I think on top of
Starbucks
that,
has to be on the list,
in
man.
terms of the lineage
I agree.
of kind of funny, right? You and Nick walking away from IGN to scheme about how to screw them over.
We gotta put it there. We gotta put Starbucks on
Yeah.
the list, if only because I want to include them on these polls.
Okay.
Sure.
And I want them to get fucking aware of us.
And so then, yeah, it's Chipotle, Wings, and Razer.
Now the Chipotle is interesting because
Yeah.
we do
We eat
the
there
Chipotle
a
a
lot.
lot.
2 days in a row now.
But I don't think of Chipotle in this with the same fondness as I do Taco Bell.
Sure.
That's my problem. Is that if Chipotle could be like, you can come over anytime you want and get some of that sweet bean burrito action, but Taco Bell just needs to look at me and I'm yours. You know,
Yeah,
I
I
love
feel
Taco
that.
Bell.
But Taco Bell's already on the
Taco
list.
Bell's on
Yeah,
the
no,
list,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
I don't
I'm
think
down
we
to
need
cut
2.
Chipotle.
I think we can cut Chipotle.
Okay. Chipotle's been cut from the list. Okay.
I'm good with that.
And I think out of the Wings or Razer, I agree Razer's been awesome to us, but I walk into Wings, Christian knows who I am. We say what's up. They're your friendly neighbor. We got to have something that's a smaller brand that could represent that we could because the whole point of this is bring a little bit of light on some of these brands as well. So people can bring awareness to Wings.
I can
Wings a
see it
little
both
bit.
ways.
Yeah.
Argue the other part. I
are
don't
the
care.
homies. That's my only thing. Is like they come through every time. all the time. Even when we don't ask them, they're just like, "Hey guys, we're gonna hook you up."
Yeah.
and that hooking us up gets you party mode. Without Razor, there's no party mode.
Kind of funny best friend Amanda Kane works there.
Right.
Hey, we
And-
got Oreos on the list.
We don't have Oreos on the
Holy
list.
shit.
Fucking Oreos,
Son of a bitch,
dude.
Cool Greg.
Although has
We were
Oreos
almost
been good
there.
to us?
They have.
Yeah,
They've
they've
sent
been
us
really
a lot
good.
of stuff.
You're right.
They've let us reveal a flavor
You're
to the
right.
world.
You're right. Oh, fuck, dude, Oreos is on the
I don't,
list.
there's no kind of funny without Oreos because Oreoration is what started it all, really. What conversation was
Oreo,
calling Oreo?
Oreo has to be on the list.
Shit.
Damn.
But I feel like that's hard.
Yeah.
Here's the where's Razer based? Here's my argument against Razer. Not that I'm insulting Razer and not that I need freebies because they've done a whole bunch of good stuff for us computer wise. I feel like if you were to put out a thing right now to the Kind of Funny best friends and be like, which of these three brands is most kind of funny? Oreo, Wing Wings, or Razer? Razer's third place because we don't talk about Razer.
Well, of course. I
That's
get that.
true. Yeah, that's true.
That's true. I buy that.
Yeah. I mean, I think Oreos. Now that Cool Greg just saved the
Oreos
day,
is on the
then that
fucking
gets
thing.
the final thing and we're done. I'll read it and make sure we're fine with it. But right now, the brand category, or the brand region,
Sure.
is LaCroix, DiGiorno, Hot Cheetos, Taco Bell, Napa Smith Brewery, Portillo's, Starbucks, Oreos. The only one I would maybe think is a wiggly one is Taco Bell, and that we could put Wing Wings or Razer in there, but we don't have to. I'm not like.
I'd say you replace Taco Bell with Wing Wings.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if I can get behind
Taco
that.
Bell is like
go to-
so
it's-
much fucking phenomenal.
I tell you, man.
But Wing Wings is just like, that's a kind of funny.
It's an
when
extension.
Wing Wings announced that they were like selling
Selling it.
how many tweets did you get about
Lots.
like, Greg, you
What-
got it.
That's a great point. And when people come to San Francisco, how many times do I get photos of we went to Wing Wings because you
Yeah.
said
To
it?
be
When
fair,
a
I
new
tell them to go to
Taco
Taco
Bell
Bell.
thing's announced.
Yeah.
How many tweets do we get?
I
about
mean,
that?
I'd say Taco Bell's like a Dan Reichert thing more than us.
That is a great point.
He
yeah, but
stole
you
that from
also
us.
sitting at the table with Taco and Bell themselves.
Yeah, we started a show
Oh,
called
you're
Taco
right.
and Bell.
That's in
Fucking
take the way
first
we
ever
thought it
show
was.
You
with-
talk about
within
Twang
a
being the
show.
animated show. Taco and Bell made it in there twice.
That was supposed to. Yeah, no.
Twice.
Damn. Wing Wings has to be in there. And I'd say
I agree, but I feel almost like I need to abstain because I am such a Wing Wings.
Well, no, but that's the
homie.
problem. I mean, like, that's not the problem.
Here's the
That's,
thing, is there something else
that's
we
good.
can cut? Because I argue that Taco Bell deserves a spot.
I keep telling.
Is there
I
something
hate
else we can cut
to
for
keep
Wing Wings?
coming back
To Hot
to
Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos is there.
the argument that I was about to make earlier. Anytime that anybody makes, they made a taco full of hot Cheetos, like we get tweets and Reddit posts nonstop about that.
Here's
stuff.
the deal: if you're talking about people, like if you're talking about people who engage with us and are awesome to work with, I mean, Starbucks is not
Yeah.
there. They don't do anything for us. They don't care. Well,
They're a legacy, yeah, but it's like, yeah, they don't
I
care
have been
about us.
chasing after that
Been there
teat
the
for a
entire
very long
time,
time. But like Wing Wings has done stuff for us. They've been there.
I'd say
They've stayed open for us.
I'd say that Starbucks. I mean, if we're gonna have Starbucks in there, you might as well have our fucking vehicles in there too.
I do love Honda. I put Honda on there.
That's the only like they help us do the thing, but they don't. They're not friends of us. They never tweeted at us, right? They've never
Yeah, I think-
engaged in any way.
I'm turning on Starbucks. I think they're the ones that got to die here.
I say
Wing
replace
Wings in.
Starbucks with Wing Wings, man.
I think y'all crazy, but
Are you with us
that's just
or?
me.
I'm fine with it.
All right.
I mean, it's crazy that Wing Wings
Fuck,
is
no,
not in
I'm
the
not
list
fine
right
with
now.
it.
No, you said it's fine.
I'm not fine with it though, because I want Starbucks right now.
Well, that's fine. I mean,
long
I
as
want
the
Wing
gift
Wings
keeps
right
on
now. I'm
giving,
awake.
man.
It's happening.
Yeah, I would love Domino's Pizza or Peter Piper Pizza. It's a pizza people pick.
would you love
What the fuck is a
Domino's
Peter
pizza right
Piper
now?
I
This
love
is pizza
Domino's.
from the Rio Grande Valley, of course.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
don't
Where
play
did
no
you grow
games.
up?
Now here's my
Fantasyland?
Triple
here's
P,
my
man.
question. So I feel like we're locked.
Yeah.
There's contention. It's going to be contentious. We understand
It is
that.
what it is.
While we're here, do we want to just seed these as well? Seed this brand category, get it on the thing, move on to the next category.
Sure.
Because this is also, I feel like how we just went through deciding the list is a good blueprint, and then it's like now we go through and we have to seed. You understand what I'm saying here?
Who gets the first? Who
So
gets
yeah,
the eighth?
so our 8 for the brand category: LaCroix, DiGiorno, Hot Cheetos, Taco Bell, Napa Smith Brewery, Portillo's, Wing Wings, Oreo.
Fuck, this is
Number
way
8
too
for you.
hard.
8
Now,
being
here's
the
the
worst.
thing.
Do we
Yeah.
have to see?
Or 8 being
And
the
I
one
I
that.
think
being the
we
least-
should not seed. And this is your thing. I'll let you tell me I'm a fucking asshole because
Sure.
I don't understand sports.
Sure.
I say we just randomize this shit because ranking these is almost nonsensical.
Yes, that's why it's fun though. Don't you want to have an argument? Here's the one thing you're missing as a non-sports fan.
Yeah.
Andy hinted at it, but what really gets exciting is this is how college basketball works, right? A bunch of morons seed these things. And you're like, really? That's the number 5 seed? Whatever. But what's going to happen is we are going to have it where we're going to say brand X is the number 1 seed, clear, far away. We think they're the top dog, and then they're gonna play the number 8 seed, who we're like, hey, you made the cut, but this is why.
Congrats, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Then when we open it up to the Twitter poll, then anything can happen. The audience could be like, no way, like Napa Smith's way better than DiGiorno or LaCroix.
There could be a major upset.
And there's this vote, and this is also where then you have like. David versus Goliath. Like, is LaCroix really going to campaign for themselves, or is it going to be like Trending Gamer, where fucking Napa Smith's like, hey, everybody, please fucking retweet this and do this and vote for us, and they get all excited and crazy. Anything can happen. This is why we don't play them on paper. We just seed them on paper and then put it out on the internet and somebody else does it.
Anything can happen. Can you hear me knocking?
Anything can happen. Oh, knocking.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're voted down and we don't like you anymore. Just letting you know. Okay?
I mean, I kind of agree with Tim. Only, but I get what Greg is saying.
For
totally.
the fun of this experiment,
Sure.
and to piss off our real life friends eventually
Yeah.
when we get to them. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, Nick, what is
Yeah.
the number 1 brand?
Number 1 brand.
Number 1 seed right here.
I would say my vote would be either LaCroix or Oreos.
I'd say LaCroix.
I would say LaCroix for sure.
Yeah.
Tim, you have any?
Out of all those, I mean, I don't know. See, this is where this gets complicated.
We have
What-
500 cases of LaCroix in
That
our
is-
office.
that is true. That is
it annoys
true.
the shit out of me. They clearly came through for
It's
us.
800, Nick.
I was trying to make it so that I can sleep at night, but thank you for making my fucking nightmare
Tim can-
reality.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Didn't work at all.
I mean, my only issue with this is that Oreos clearly is going to have a bigger edge than Napa Smith Brewery in people's hearts and minds. You know what I mean? Like, the problem is Napa Smith Brewery, small artisanal brewery up in Napa. Oreos, gigantic mega fucking world brand.
But again, that is the fun part of this. Think about what you're doing. We're not putting this out to a million people. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've made it 41 minutes into this, you are in and loving the gag of how stupid this is. Of course you're going to get out there and actually, well, we have to make our cases now for why we think these seeds are. We're laying out why we think X is 2 and 3 and 4. That way they go to the polls educated when this all pops off March 30th through April 6th. Round 1. You know what I'm saying?
Fight.
Yeah.
so fucking
I think LaCroix is the number 1
so
brand. I
fucking
think right now there is no. Right now it's like we're back on who's got the hot symbol, who's got the cold, who's going up, who's going down. There is no brand hotter in the Kind of Funny universe, cinematic universe than LaCroix.
Yeah.
I'd say I'd go LaCroix. I'd go rank 2 DiGiorno. Because they have more of an online presence with us, and people see them tweeting at us.
DiGiorno, the homies, of course, they of course brought back the Buffalo Chicken Pizza in a year after a fleeting conversation I was involved in. They tweeted me to say it was back, then sent us pizzas, then sent free pizzas to Kind of Funny Live. They still continue to act. They might be watching right now. DiGiorno, tweet me if you're watching right now. I agree that DiGiorno's
Number 2?
a hot button number 2 there.
Yeah.
Number 2 with a bullet, the kid said.
I would say number 3.
We got Hot Cheetos, Taco Bell, Napa Smith Brewery, Portillo's, Wings, Oreo. This is where I start feeling a legacy Oreo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say Oreo's got to go number
Because
3.
again, we owe them a lot, and they have sent us and given us way too much stuff in terms of like promotion and cookies and letting us debut cookies.
I mean, not
Just
lately,
happiness.
but
and so then it's now you got Hot Cheetos, Taco Bell, Napa Smith Brewery, Portillo's, Wings. If I'm being honest here,
Portillo's next.
I start thinking, I start thinking of who goes in at number 8. This is how I used to do top 10s,
I
right?
see.
I think
I
8
see.
is going to be Napa Smith Brewery.
Yeah.
Really?
Because they give us a lot of stuff, but we don't really talk about them a whole lot. Like I do. I just feel like we don't give them as much.
Also, when you talk about
publicity.
Cool Greg wears
to be
their
fair,
hat.
when
Yeah.
you want to talk about lineage,
A lot of games.
yes, Napa Smith Brewery, great, but just started becoming
Sure.
buddies with us.
But honestly,
Whereas
what-
Wings has been Wings, Portillo's, and Hot Cheetos have been
Sure.
a thing
I think
for us for a
Portillo's
fucking
was very high.
long time.
4 then?
I would say
Portillo's
Portillo's has
4.
before.
See, what I was going to go with when I was going to start working backwards is that I was going to say number 8 is Taco Bell. Because it's a legacy
no,
pick.
that's a great-
It's a legacy pick. We have
for
done
it.
a lot with them. We have a lot of great videos.
LaCroix versus Taco Bell is a fucking battle royale that I want
Damn,
to see.
dude.
Am I using that term correctly?
You just crushed it. You're a fucking sports
Thank
expert
you.
right now.
Thank
then
you.
I would
I'm
say
into that.
Then I would say number 7 Napa Smith Brewery.
Sure, let's do
Young
it.
kids on the block.
It's
You
going to
know
be a
what I
real
mean?
slobber knocker.
Yeah.
I want to see Hot Cheetos versus Oreos. I just want you to know that. So I want Hot Cheetos at 6. Am I doing that right?
Ooh.
Because Hot Cheetos versus
Hot
Oreos.
versus-
I want
savory versus
that's gonna
sweet.
fuck people up. They're gonna not be able to sleep at night thinking
Savory
about that.
versus sweet.
So
I
you're
like
saying
that.
number 6 for Hot
I
Cheetos?
say Hot Cheetos because Wing Wings is near and dear to your heart. It's near and dear to all
I was
our
gonna
hearts, so let's
say,
put it in the middle of the list.
I was gonna.
Portillo's versus Wing Wings.
Oh, son of a bitch, son! Son of a bitch!
See, this is what I'm talking about.
All right.
This is how the seating works, and it fucks your life up. Andy,
It fucks your
are you
life
ready
up.
to put them on the board?
I am.
All
I'll
right.
draw him down here. All right. You all keep talking.
Do you want me to shout them out for you or go?
No,
or you
no,
can see?
I can
All right. Now then, we're just going to go over by the columns I've set up.
Okay.
We now move into the kind of funny bracket.
Okay.
We need 8 kind of funny representatives who have been on kind of funny, been involved with kind of funny that we want to see in this tournament.
Okay.
Based on their best friendness, values you see fit, arguments we will make up, obviously.
Okay.
Again, we're doing this to hurt our friends' feelings.
Yes.
Okay.
No, well, yeah, okay.
Do you want to know who I have listed here?
Yes.
I have way more than 8. So clear your
gonna be
head.
hard. Yeah.
Clear your head and think about things these people should be included. And that way, when we get to the end here, you can do it or not. So far, in no order, and these are not guaranteed seeds, Rahul Kohli, Cisco, Troy Baker, Mia Khalifa, sorry, Harley Morenstein, Bernie Burns, Barbara Dunkelman, Bruce Green, Jessica Negri, Meg Turney, Cena Grace, Chris Anka, The Rock, Logic, Janita, Michael Rosenbaum, Nolan North, the Critical Role cast as an ensemble.
Lovely.
And Matt Scarpino.
Now, see, Matt violates one of our rules. We work with him on a professional capacity.
There you go.
right?
Great call. Thank
So
you.
I
And he's the
love
leader.
my brother, and he's going to be pissed off that he couldn't make the list because in his brain he's
That's
going
a
to think
great-
I would
I'm
have
glad
immediately made
somebody's
number
thinking
one.
Right.
But Matt, yeah, we're working with him for Kind of Funny prom. right now.
Disqualified.
So he has to be disqualified.
And we've worked with him on Kind of Funny Live and all
Yeah,
sorts of stuff.
and I've seen him naked, so that's just not a.
I
Creed.
have 2. Now,
Well, see Austin again. He's
Right.
the commish. He's part of a normal cast.
my argument was that I think Austin Creed is way more Kind of Funny games.
But he is the commish.
He's the commish. He's the commish.
But I mean, that's
can't
we
be
don't
a
pay
part
him
of
for
it.
that.
That's
We
a
don't
guest
pay him
role.
for that.
Yeah.
He's not a co-host.
I mean, I feel like he is a non-official member of Kind of Funny at this point. Can we
He's
ask?
not,
Can we
though.
call him and ask him if he's cool with that?
Yeah.
With that.
I think he deserves to be on,
right,
in
all
the
right.
I
rankings
think
and
he
the
does,
runnings
too.
for this. But for games, I'll give it to him for games.
Okay.
Up, down.
I think
down.
he's a lock, too, for games. I'm going to put a bold right there.
Cool. I'm
All
not.
right, anyways, so then, yeah, Kind of Funny. I think Cisco's a lock for Kind of Funny.
Cisco needs to be a lock. I think
Troy's gotta be a
Cisco,
lock.
Troy, and Bernie need to be locks because of them hosting Kind of Funny Live.
Yeah.
Ooh, lineage. Because I would have told you, no
gave
way
us a
in
whole
hell
day.
do I want Bernie Burns on this
he-
list. But
he-
that's a
he's
great
too
point.
fucking broad.
He's
That's a
too
great
tall.
gotta
He's too
pee.
good looking. He's
Well, do you
too
wanna show the
fortunate.
thing?
Well, no, I figured at the end we'll.
Just hold it up real quick and just let people see. Don't because I like the work of it. Like there's a lot of work going into this,
It's gonna
ladies
be
and
hard to
gentlemen.
see.
It's well, that's all I want to see.
Can
That's all I
you
want to see.
switch to a 1?
No, don't. No, the big reveal will be at the end. But it's just up there. It's happening. All right.
Greggy,
Yeah, buddy.
chat saying Hunter Pence.
He's on one of the lists,
sorry,
not
I didn't
this
see it.
one.
Yeah. Chat in right now. Great call on that. Hunter Pence is in the SF category.
Yes.
Oh, I like that better.
He's SF.
Because honestly, it was that thing of like, fuck, how do we get our friends in here and not because we have so many friends? How do you make it happen?
Got it.
Right.
Okay.
We're local
Okay.
SS.
See, now things are starting to make
And
more sense.
this is the way to play it in your head. Is of like, yeah, okay, so Xavier / Austin could go in a million different categories.
But now we're trying
how
to
do we really do it, but also get other
people in the
people
right
in?
places.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay. So yeah, I agree with everybody right there. That Cisco, Troy Baker, and I guess fucking Bernie Burns have to be.
I'm going to say tone deaf because not only has he been at every Kind of Funny Live, he's
flew-
also been an awesome guest on the show.
He gave us all
he
his
also
music
makes
to use.
all of the music for Kind of Funny. Like the majority of the
lot of
music
our stuff,
that we've
yeah.
ever used is his.
That's a really good
That's a
reason
really
for
good
him.
one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'm adding him to the list. I wasn't
Yeah.
confirming him one of the top 8 spots, right? Okay.
I mean, I feel like Barb has to be on the list because she said, and I quote, "You guys are like my big brothers," and I feel like when you say that to me, you become family, and I'll go to the mats for you.
If she's
except
family,
for
she
my
can't
real
be on the
brother,
thing.
who I immediately took off the list.
who I eliminated just
The
because.
first person I took off was my brother.
Okay. And now here's one I'll throw out there that I know is going to anger the chat. Just to eliminate from the list, I don't think The Rock should be on the list. Rock hasn't officially appeared on the show. He went out of his way to make us a video message. Sure, it's the same reason I don't think Logic should get a.
I don't think Logic should get a thing either.
Okay.
I love him.
Yeah, we all. Again, this is not us not
Now,
loving
I
people.
would make an argument towards The Rock.
My problem with The Rock is if you do it, I think it's unfair, it's unjust, and he runs away with it. We might as well not even do anything.
Yeah,
Does he
that's
though?
my
I
thing.
don't
is
think he
I think he
does.
does. Everyone loves The
don't
Rock,
know.
man. I'd vote for him for president right now. No campaigning.
Of course.
Mrs. Joanna Noel Takagami.
Yeah.
In chat.
Tell her to come to work.
Or
if
she
wants to
texts
have
me.
an
She
opinion.
says,
Tell her to come to work.
I'm
She
mad
wants
I'm
to have
not
a
there.
fucking opinion.
I'm mad I'm not there for this. Taco Bell is bullshit. We got
Well,
some very opinionated fans out there.
Guess what, Joester? You should have come to work, but you didn't.
on, Joester.
And that it's got the 8th seed. So like when it comes time to vote against LaCroix, make sure you make it happen.
Wait,
Joey.
why is You know what? Snooze, you lose.
You snooze,
Remember
you
how they
lost.
voted Captain America Winter Soldier fucking #1 while I was gone? This is payback for that shit.
We have 5 slots left here in the Kind of Funny because all we've
Bullshit.
confirmed is Cisco, Troy Baker, Bernie Burns.
Read me the list again.
Of people,
The people you
optional.
had there?
So far, we have Jessica Negri, Meg Turney.
I say no to either of them. They're great guests.
Sure.
But
haven't been on enough. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah,
we haven't been
yeah.
exposed
we
to them
put
enough.
Cena Grace on here. I agree. Not
Hasn't been on enough, in my opinion.
Chris Anka on here as well. Not on enough.
One
Yeah.
time, not enough.
Really,
The Rock.
man, I would have had Meg in the list. I mean, even Negri, just because I feel like those gogs are so memorable.
Grabbler.
And the Grabbler was memorable, and Meg Turney, we ranked the fucking Fast and the Furious. Like, that was a
You're right.
great
That's a good
podcast,
argument. That's a
man.
good argument. All right. You've done it, and I'm going the opposite way of what I want to
Yeah.
do.
You're just adding more of the
I was
same
trying to
name to the
remove
list.
stuff, and it wasn't happening. All
Now,
right,
say Jessica Jones.
like, how did Rick Moranis get on the list?
all right, so then you got Jessica and Meg are still in the play. Rock is still in play.
Okay.
We have to have a conversation about him, how we want to play it. Janina Gavankar. Awesome shows.
yes,
She does a lot of stuff with us, too.
She does, but she does a lot of stuff with a lot of people.
You're right.
So
this
I don't-
isn't,
I
this
don't-
isn't a
that's
fucking
the question
Who
is,
Wants to Be on
we
IGN
know- we know
Mitch
that-
Dyer podcast.
We know that Janina is special to us, but
Yeah.
are we special to her?
Ooh,
That's a
fucking
fucking solid
That,
question.
and,
Holy
and
shit,
that
Nick.
right there
Now-
is probably the
and
crux of all of this.
I think we are, though.
We special.
I was
to
going to
these
say,
people?
that's true, and that's a great line in the sand to divide. Remember, the way we met Janina was I got walked into that Ubisoft E3 thing.
Yeah.
Stone's like, Greg from Kind of Funny's here. And she was next to me and goes, I know Kind of Funny. And then she immediately gave me your phone number, shook my hand, talked about wanting to be on the show, and then actually followed through. How many motherfuckers do
Solid
I meet all the
points.
time that want to do stuff all the
I
time?
don't
never
even
do
want to be on
anything?
the show.
And
Exactly.
hey,
Solid
she
points.
did come on our show the day after fucking Jimmy Fallon. Like,
How about you rephrase that entire conversation? She did come on our show the day after she was on the show, Jimmy Fallon.
gee, yeah.
Appearing on Jimmy
I said a
Fallon.
lot of
I was gonna say
horrible
after
things.
doing Jimmy Fallon, that would have been,
That would have been
just as bad too.
just as bad. And that is I think, a really good point.
Fucking President
Really
Clinton.
good points.
You fucked President Clinton?
Really good points.
A couple
Biodome.
people want to throw out there.
Yeah.
Anthony Carboni, Danny Shepard,
Ooh, okay.
Shep.
Fennoy.
Dave Fennoy.
Fuck.
I'm gonna
See, you're
pee.
getting this. The problem is this: we have too many good friends who have done so many good things for us. We're gonna insult someone.
No, it's not insulting. They understand this is a stupid fake thing we're doing.
Carboni- stupid fake
Carboni's on the game section.
Yeah, I have Carboni on the games list. I think he's done more game stuff
Has he done
for
more
us.
game stuff for us?
He's
on our
been around
podcast.
on a
I don't-
lot.
Has he done any game stuff for us? You know what I mean?
He's done Kind of Funny Games daily with me.
Has he?
I think so.
He did it for a few
'Cause
weeks.
he did our
but
podcast for
he
sure,
did
and that
morning
was the whole
show
thing.
like
He has done morning show a bunch.
2
He's coming in to
days
do
in 1 week.
He'll do comic show, but right around the time this is posting.
I feel like he's got to go on the KF list for sure. He's got to be on one of our lists, and I
I
feel like
agree.
if we're gonna put him somewhere. then
And
we
he
want
has
him
been
for
on
KF.
2 GOGs.
All right. All right.
People literally say he's the better me.
Yeah, you say that, and that's just
Yeah,
taking
you're
over.
the only one who says that.
Thanks, Andy.
So here's the thing then.
Put your post-it
That was a
back on,
great
please.
call out, Cool Greg, of Dave Fennoy.
floor.
I think Dave Fennoy does have to go on there. Let alone the fact we
All
did
the Kinda Funny Lives, all the VO work.
He does all the VO work for the Kind of Funny
always
Live.
cool, man.
He let us stay at his house when we went to LA. We recorded a GOG in his backyard.
His wife made us breakfast for fuck's sake.
Yep. All right. Good
And
point.
we eat a lot.
We
We had
do.
when we had Kevin.
Dave
with
Fennoy's
us.
on there. Dave Fennoy's on there.
Interesting.
I mean now you. So yeah.
I gotta. Yeah.
So
what?
where we're at right now, we have 3 slots left. We've put in Cisco, Troy, Bernie, Carboni, Dave Fennoy.
So here's the thing.
What's
I
the thing?
undeniably think. So Carboni's a conversation. Love him. He's done a lot for us. He's always been there.
Yeah, he's on a lot of
throughout
shows.
time. I think that, in my opinion, 2 locks are Tone Deaf and Panda Musk.
Oh, Panda, motherfucker.
Wait, but is Panda a community member?
Or an employee also. I mean, we
we never. I don't think we pay him.
I don't think he doesn't take money from us.
Yeah, he literally refuses.
Yeah, we really do try.
I
We
tried
love
to give him Kevin. I said, Kevin, I will ship you Kevin. And he said, after the fiasco that you did with whatever the fucking, what was Stuttering Craig's business called? Game Attack?
Screw time.
Yeah, was it?
No, Game Plan?
Game Attack,
What's
Game
it
Attack,
called?
yes,
He's
Game
like,
Attack.
no one wants Kevin anymore.
Oh, God.
yeah,
Yeah, remember when we signed him there with balloons? JK Kev, if you're watching, I love you.
Panda, I think.
Okay,
Panda's
okay.
a close friend, but so there we have a lot of community members that are close friends.
True. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I went to Alex O'Neill's house for Extra Life. I don't think he can be in a part. He's
Fair.
Try to get him laid.
But Tone Deaf, I agree.
I think Tone
Try
makes
to
the
get
list.
him laid. Yeah, okay. Tone Deaf, again, is what you're saying. Does all the music.
It goes all the way
Flies
back.
himself to Kind of Funny Lives
Yeah.
and stuff.
Now, for those of you who
2
can't
slots
see
left, everybody.
Greg's screen, when we lock them in, he goes bold.
I do,
And that's
I do.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
argue one of those slots has to go to Barb.
Yeah, I'd say Barb.
I think she's got to be on there.
But why? And I'm not, and I love Barb.
Because
Everybody knows
she
that.
is the fucking homie. She hooks
She
us up
was on
every
one
time
of
we
the
go to
early
Austin.
on shows.
She always reaches out to see how I'm doing.
Oh, live show at
She was on a
RTX.
Gregway.
Right.
She did a whole
Here's the
season
thing.
of Love and Sex.
Barb actually
Great point.
watches and listens.
Great
to the Game
point.
Over
She
Greggy
does.
show.
Great point.
She is
You've all
legit.
defended your case, and it's worth
Because I was
pointing
about
out.
to defend against her just because it's like we love her, but she is just another
I
guest.
forgot about the love and
But
sex stuff. Yeah, that was a great one. And also
Yeah.
the fact that behind the scenes, when I'm like, hey, can Rooster Teeth promote this thing for us? I hit her up and she makes it happen.
hooks things up.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. She's in.
Now,
Barb's in.
Now you have one final slot left.
I'd say
here's
the
the
final
deal.
slot has to go to Raul.
I was gonna say Rahul, but the
He's
problem
been
is
on
this,
many shows.
He's been back.
He's a
bunch of times.
funhouse fuck, though. You know what I mean?
He is a fun house.
He is a goddamn.
Well, why don't we take a break from all this tournament stuff to tell you about our sponsor, forhims.com. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Greg.
Did you know that once you start losing your hair, it's too late to do anything about it, really?
It is unfortunate.
You've been losing your hair.
I have indeed.
You've started to tackle this problem, correct?
I have a long time ago.
And
Got
so
this
now
problem.
you're trying out this forhims.com stuff, right?
I've gone on. Oh, so is this my time that I talk about that?
Oh, yeah, you've gone on. What?
Yeah,
Tell
no,
me
I've
about
gone
it.
on. I filled out the form. I've got my packet.
Yeah.
It's a very simple process.
Yeah.
They use products that I am familiar with and that I trust.
So For Hims is a personal care site for men. You can go there for hair loss stuff. You can go there for skincare. That's one I always forget. And sexual wellness. All for men. You get on the, yeah.
I just for those of you listening to this, I just winked at Greg.
He
when
did
said
wink
the
at
word
me.
sexual
Yeah,
and
yeah, of
wellness because
course.
I appreciate that
You can
too.
go there. You can get stuff cheap. You will help you. None of the snake oil salesman stuff. You don't have to worry about going to a pharmacy. You don't have to worry about embarrassed. You just go there. From what I understand, for you with the hair loss stuff, you sent photos to them, right? They recommend stuff.
Yeah, you can get different variations of their kit, but the
Yeah.
one that I got was the full kit and caboodle, which requires a prescription from a doctor for a prescription called finasteride.
Sure.
And they want to make sure that obviously you're a good candidate for that. You go online, you fill out a full medical evaluation, you take pictures of yourself front and back, then you send it to the doctor, and they tell you whether or not you're
That's
a good
awesome.
candidate for everything. So it's on the up and up. It's the same. It's the same thing that I did when I went in to talk to a doctor
Nice.
to get my original prescription for finasteride, which I've senseless
This is-
shill for Funhouse.
This is why it really sucks.
Well, maybe he will campaign and
That's the
it'll
thing.
steer him more towards
And
us.
he's making sense here. This could be a
But here's
steal
the
maneuver.
deal. I love Rahul. He is the jam. But Harley's done a lot of stuff for us over the years too. He came to Kind of
Here's
Funny
the thing.
Live
We
3.
have a whole bunch of
He
I
looked
think
like
we-
Father Christmas.
Here's what I say we have to do.
He
Honestly, I
drank
think we
a shit ton of tequila.
I think we replace Harley.
I think we got to start
Dave Fennoy
eliminating
with
people.
Harley.
No way. No way. I die on that hill.
I missed this one.
Replace Dave Fennoy with Harley.
No,
I
impossible.
love
Dave Fennoy, dude.
He's done so much for us.
so much.
Yeah, and again, it's also the same thing of like, well, we have paid him, but that doesn't. I
that
said
knock
no
him off the list?
co-hosts when I
Does that
started,
knock him off the list though?
right? But Dave Fennoy also always is like, well, I get paid a lot more than this, Greg.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Let's
Fennoy,
be
he's
perfectly
fine.
honest. Paying him and paying him what he's worth are two very different things.
Very
So I
different
think like people, I think we should look at the list and knock people off from here. All right.
What if we did a 20 person bracket for each one of these categories? And then we just get all our friends on there and
all
not insult
year.
anyone.
No, nobody's gonna be insulted. I think you can eliminate Jess and Meg. I just don't think they've been on enough. I think their shows were great, but I think we're talking about our last slot.
We need to form our relationships with them
I
a little bit
still
more.
say
in my
we
opinion.
knock off The Rock.
yeah.
The Rock has communicated with me on Twitter. He did the video for us. That's great and awesome. We still haven't done the show.
Fair.
I think we got to go Rahul because he's actually a fan. Like he actually has listened to our stuff.
He
and knows
came
who
on
we
our
are.
show with a fucking Kind of Funny shirt on.
Yeah.
Like,
I gave that to him right before he came on.
Oh,
And
really?
He said, I'm really a big fan of IGN. I'm like, we're not, this isn't that anymore.
oh, I see.
Nah, it didn't happen. I agree. Now,
Here, let's put Raul in.
He's had two.
Number 8.
He's had 2 GOGs.
Make him fucking work for it.
He's had a couple morning shows.
it's true.
He has.
That's true.
He's really put the love in. He does make a change. Like every time he's anywhere near us,
I
he
hate him
comes and
because
he
he's too
makes-
beautiful, but you're
he
right.
makes it, yeah, he makes it the thing.
All right. No.
It sucks. And here's the deal. All these people are awesome and have been awesome to us. I just feel like the people on the list are slightly more awesomer.
Okay.
I'm joking. I don't know. They're all awesome. This is too tough for me. I
It
don't
is
like this.
not
This gives me
tough. Have
anxiety
fun
because I
with
don't
it.
want to insult people.
All right, so we're saying
I love them all.
So we have our 8: Cisco, Troy, Bernie, Carboni, Dave Fennoy, Tone Deaf, Barb, and Rahul. Sorry, Rahul. We've said he has to work for it. because he loves Funhouse so much. He gets the number 8. He gets the lowest. Or the worst
100%.
seed.
Man,
he's got to work for it.
So he has to upset somebody.
He has proven that his love for Bruce way more than
100%. Nobody's arguing that. Yeah. Now that
I'm gonna
I don't want to say it publicly. I'm
gonna throw something against the wall right now and see what sticks for our number 1 slot. Now, I hate E3. I hate it. If I didn't have to work E3 ever again, that would be totally fine.
Well, E3 's
There's
so much
one
fun.
person
You're
on
such
this
a bitch.
list that came and worked E3 for us
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to hang out with
Right.
us. And that person is
Cisco. Here's what I'm going to throw out. You're not
threw him
wrong.
to the wolves? Hey, he fucking cuddled
When
those
I look
wolves.
at this
True.
list, there are 2 men I think deserving of being the number 1 seed. Cisco for that, for Kind of Funny Live 2,
Totally.
the Pokemon song,
Making it
singing,
happen.
bringing dancers, being awesome, coming here multiple times, doing stupid shit with us, streaming Monster Hunter with me and Kevin. Of course. I also say Troy Baker. Troy Baker has been on I don't have the graphic in front of me. Somebody made an awesome graph. I think 3 times he's been on GOG, tying him with Gary Whitta for the most GOG appearances.
Hosted Kind of Funny Live 1.
Hosted Kind of Funny Live 1, has been there for us forever. He was my final up at noon guest, and then one of our first guests on our own on Kind of Funny. And I'm not saying that's like
He still tells a cum gum story to this day.
He
Here's
does
my
not
thing.
text me at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Whenever someone goes to a convention to meet Troy Baker and they are wearing a Kind of Funny shirt, he makes a big deal about it.
He takes it off and rips it.
No.
I would argue that Troy's number 1, Cisco number 2, because I feel like Cisco would appreciate that. Cisco knows Troy Baker. means
Cisco does
fucking
love Troy.
business.
I feel like Cisco
That's
does
true.
that.
I would argue for Bernie Burns because he allowed you
God.
guys to steal his best rising star
Who's that?
from his company.
Who's that?
His own company.
We haven't taken
They
Barb
had
yet.
a rising star that was
Barb's-
shooting up to the
Andy,
fucking
Andy,
atmosphere.
Barb and Elise are still there.
And he was going to take over the goddamn company, and he was going to be the face of Rooster Teeth.
that guy that was doing
and,
photoshops?
and you all took him just quick, and he allowed it, dude.
He did.
Who allows that?
Troy Baker 1, Cisco 2. Rahul 8. People needed a slot now. Bernie Burns, Carboni, Dave Fennoy, Tone Deaf, Barbara Dunkelman. This is where it gets real tough.
Now, I'm gonna throw this out there. You talk about battle of the bands. Cisco versus Tone Deaf. Ooh, that's got a certain little spice to it.
I
if you
kind
know
of
what I'm
like.
talking about.
Yeah, I kind
That's
of.
not bad.
I'm in.
Tone Deaf has been good to us and a good best friend. I feel he's more behind the scenes than most of these people. Most,
Yeah.
not all.
Yeah.
Make an argument.
Tone
I could
Deaf
argue that one.
has been to Kind
Every
of Funny best
single
friend.
Kind of Funny
Well, the
Lives.
best Kind of Funny Lives. But he's been to Kind of Funny New York meetups without us even there.
That's
That's
a good-
fucking
Here's where I
representative.
feel. We're talking about right now number 7 slot is what we're working with, right? I feel personally, looking at this list, you're talking about, oh fuck, maybe not.
Troy Baker gave me recos.
Yeah, Troy Baker's locked at number
right,
1.
right.
Don't you talking about? I feel like we're into the territory at number 7 of you're tone deaf. I feel, is it insulting Dave Fennoy there? I feel like Dave Fennoy's somewhere in that range, and then even Bernie Burns.
I mean, again, they're making the distinction of the list. That's
Sure,
huge.
that's honor enough. As some would say, that's
it's
honor enough.
just coming in from the control room. That's huge. Huge.
Yeah.
At this point, are we going with appearances? Because I think Carboni has been on more than anybody on this list.
I mean, that's part of.
He was a
that's
part of.
the
He
whole
was a part
equation.
of Kind of Funny Live.
Bernie makes me feel special. Anthony makes me feel insecure about myself.
But that's not what this is about. That's not what the.
What is this about?
That's not
Nobody
what
knows.
we're ranking.
You guys, I think Barb at number 3. That's I'm gonna argue
Wow!
for that.
Wow!
Barb's done
okay.
a lot for us. She's awesome. She always reaches out when things are good and bad. You know, I get
true.
texts from
That's
her.
true.
She always cares. I'm just saying, like as
True.
a person who I feel the love
See,
from.
that's why I would definitely
Bob
give.
is always-
But see, Carboni always reaches out too, and he's on the show a
true.
lot, and he's extending his Star Wars day on Monday to come do the Dumb Comic Show with me.
He's been on several shows.
I think Carboni's got to be number 3.
Carboni's great.
Put him at number 3.
Well, you know what? Don't fucking sugarcoat it, Tim.
Yeah, I know. Come on, man.
So now we have 4 slots left here, 4 through 7.
Got to give it to Burns, man.
Bernie Burns.
Burns number 4.
I got it, man. Because
There is the honor. He was a host. He was a host.
for us, like front facing and behind the scenes.
Okay. So then I would say then you want to go Barb Dunkelman behind Bernie at number 5. Barbara Dunkelman.
Ooh, Barb
that's
and
good.
Bernie going in the first round against
hell
each
yeah.
other.
Shit.
Fuck you guys.
Shit.
That's good.
And then now you got 6 and 7 need to
Bernie's
be
not gonna
slotted
People are calling that the Portillos versus Wing Wings of 2018.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling it.
of the KF bracket.
the KF bracket.
Is that it? Is it Dave Fennoy at 6 and Tone Deaf at 7?
Yeah.
I would say
All
that's,
right, then.
that's
So here are the
solid list.
final
Because then
rankings
there's
for the
Tone
Kind of Funny
versus
bracket.
Cisco, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's Troy Baker. Oh, so 1, Troy Baker. 2, Cisco. 3, Anthony Carboni. 4, Bernie Burns. 5, Barbara Dunkelman. 6, Dave Fennoy. 7, Tone Deaf. 8, Rahul Kohli. The Funhouse Fuck. Okay. Then we got to start looking at kind of funny games. Now, as we've already said in the previous bracket,
This is fun, man.
I told you it would be fun. Tim didn't believe me. He's all like, I want to go fucking do math.
Sounds like me.
As we've said in the previous bracket,
It's the opposite.
the
What's it
only
wants to
locked
do?
kind of funny games person is Xavier Woods, a host of Kind of Funny Live, and of course done a million great things with this amazing person.
I'm interested in who you have on your list because kind of funny. Now that we named all those people, it's like, oh man.
Would you like to hear who I have
would,
on Kind of
because I
Funny
don't
games
know,
so
man.
far? Again, this does not mean you are in the bracket, everybody. Do not get excited. Brandon Jones, Dan Reichert, Adam Kovic, Ashley Birch, Gerard the Completionist, Ryan McCaffrey, Andy Serkis, Elise Williams, Jeff Ramsay, Alfredo Diaz, Shuhei Yoshida, Michael Huber.
Now you had Bruce on this list.
I did have him on
Should
Kind
we
of
add
Funny.
him to the games list?
Has he done any Kind of Funny games coverage?
Oh, he did game? No.
No,
He
You're
was on
right.
Gamescast.
He was only on KF. Was he on Gamescast?
He was on games.
Yeah, he was on Gamescast, yeah.
you don't know.
I just like Bruce a lot.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
He did both shows.
Well, we unboxed the Xbox One that Microsoft sent us when he was here.
Okay. Then he's
And
there.
also, it's Elise Willems, not Williams. Come on, guys. Don't you watch your content?
How about you snort this?
You
fucking
wrote this.
Sharpie?
I sent this and shared it with you on Slack. You put it in there. I know because you used
No,
that.
I corrected your Williams. Because you spelled it Williams, and I corrected it to Willems, and you still said Williams.
It's Willem Dafoe.
Why are you
It's
putting
Elise
those
Willem
ends with the
Dafoe.
little thing over them all the time?
Yeah, stop putting exclamation marks at the beginning of the sentence.
So now, Kind of Funny games. Now, here, there are names missing from this list.
Of course.
If you'd like, I can tell you who's in the San Francisco. I can pull back what we have on the San Francisco list because we are going to start playing fast and loose here. You ready?
From the names that you just said, like
Yeah.
things that I'm like, I feel like they have to be locks. Alfredo has to be on this list.
Now my argument
No
against
significant
Alfredo
others.
is that he is your work wife. Like he is your wife for all
That's
intents and
true.
purposes.
But I don't-
I love Alfredo.
I'm
but
not-
he's family.
But Alfredo is family,
He's
and he
your brother,
has
for
been there
Christ's
forever, and he has done E3 for us, and I don't remember if we ever paid him for any of that stuff. Like, he's been
You're
on-
right. We didn't.
He's been on a ton of shows.
Yeah, no. Alfredo
I think Alfredo
definitely-
is a lock as well.
I feel like he's a
personally.
lock. I feel like Alfredo's a lock, and I feel like Dan Reichert's a lock.
I also
Dan has
have
been
to
around
make
for a long time.
compelling argument for probably my number one best friend, Jeff Ramsay.
I'd say Jeff
Kind of
Ramsey's a
Funny
lock.
games?
He should be
He did
more
the
of a
party
god.
mode.
He did party mode.
He did a party mode.
Did he
But
do a
aside,
couple?
from, but aside from the party mode, he did 2 party modes. He was
He
on
did the morning
like
show.
3 morning shows.
But I mean, it's not even that. It's just all the things he does behind
Yeah.
the scenes. And the fact that he's just a
You
stand-up
fell in love
guy.
with him that weekend?
We are in love.
Yeah.
Whenever he stops wanting to be in Austin, he comes out here and marries me.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
I'm not against Jeff. I feel like games is the wrong category to put him in, but that's fine. Who cares?
I mean, if
Not
you want,
me.
we can look into. I mean, you could look into Kind of Funny and talk about moving Carboni over there, but I don't think that. I think I like our Kind of Funny list, and I don't like Jeff Ramsay. As I said, we're here to break hearts. We're not here to play around. If Jeff Ramsay ever gets to this an hour and 5 into this podcast, then I'll worry
Now
about
here's
it.
why I would argue
would-
for Jeff. He would get an hour and 5 into this podcast.
Jeff
And then
Ramsay,
he
if
would
you
come
get
and
here,
kick your fucking ass
if
with his
you
cool
get here,
hands.
and again, ladies and gentlemen watching, don't try to fuck it. Jeff Ramsay, if you get to this part of the podcast without anyone telling you, you need to jump to this, you need to watch this episode, something happens, wink, wink, so don't fuck it up. Best friends.
Jeff has often said that we are his favorite Let's Play group, aside from
Well,
Achievement
sure, the
Hunter.
rest of them are all just the worst.
That are
You know what I
rag and
mean?
fucking
Awful people.
Sean Madam Bowline.
The Cow Chop kids. Can't.
Do you know who they are? I haven't seen them.
I don't know any of their names.
If
I
you
don't-
put 15 people and said pick out the cow chop people, I'm like,
I can't wait to
That's
meet
a
him for the
siren
first
happening
time.
here in real life. That's a siren happening here. in real life.
not in your car.
So then, right now, Xavier Woods, Alfredo are locked. Do we lock Dan Reichert? We put Dan Reichert.
Dan Reichert needs to be locked.
He's been around from the beginning as well.
Forever. He's been in every
he's great.
studio, every
Yeah.
revision of anything.
I would also argue Brandon Jones. I feel
Brandon
like
Jones
Brandon's
is
been a part
definitely-
of everything too.
I
He's
say-
been around for
I-
Brandon
everything.
Jones for sure. Brandon Jones he came out to Kind of Funny Live.
Right.
2 and 3.
Yeah.
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 Just to be there, just to watch.
Yeah.
I'd say
He's part of
Shu
3.
is a lock.
Oh fuck, Shuhei Yoshida.
Absolute lock.
I play fast and loose, and I want to put out my bias for Shuhei Yoshida, of course. My argument for why, of course, was, and this is weird, always good, been good to me my entire career, did all the Beyond stuff, but if we just want to talk about Kind of Funny stuff, gave us a video for Kind of Funny Live 1 where he introduced the press conference, promotes our content, sometimes
time.
ahead of its release on Patreon. You know what I mean? Like he's a patron.
Shu's a lock.
No, shoes a lock.
Shoes
Yeah,
an
I'm sorry.
absolute
I thought you were arguing against shoes.
No,
I was like,
I'm
what are you
putting out
talking
my
about?
reasoning, but
We have
just
a
making
picture
sure.
of the man in the coveted spot in our hallway.
Also true.
no,
Also
no,
true.
she was for sure locked.
Okay. So then, names you still have here to play with, fast and loose. We have 3 slots left because we've locked Xavier, Alfredo, Dan, Brandon, Shuhei. 3 slots left. The names we have here are Adam Kovic, Ashley Birch, Gerard the Completionist, Ryan McCaffrey, Andy Serkis, Elise Williams, Jeff Ramsay, Michael Huber, Bruce Green.
I gotta argue Jeff.
I think Jeff has to be.
Jeff's got to be on the list.
In
Jeff
one
went
of
to an
the
open
lists.
mic in
Yeah.
Daly City with me because he
Yeah.
wanted to hang out and see what our lives were like.
Well, he flew out here just for that as well.
He did that. He flew out again for all the Kind of Funny lives. I think he's been in almost all of them, right? Wasn't he? He was definitely at the
He
last
was in
one.
the first one.
He went to 2 and 3.
Yeah. That's
I
great.
think-
Jeff deserves to be on the list. I think it's very weird to put him on games, but again,
I'll get him however.
that makes sense.
Remember,
that makes
hey,
sense.
Golden Globes 2 years ago. They were like, we don't have a spot for The Martian. Put it in comedy.
Oh,
Why not?
hey, dude, that's a great point.
Put it in comedy.
God,
I think
and
we
it
can-
fucking won.
I love Ashley Birch. We can eliminate her.
Yeah.
She gets eliminated.
We've been trying to get her on a show proper forever. She came into Life is Strange at one time. I don't think you get it. I love Andy Serkis. I know we all do.
No.
We all think he's the best actor of all time and underrated.
We just take him off.
I think we can eliminate him.
just
He's just doing
execute.
video with us.
Okay.
Why you
And we actually, you know what's interesting?
you're fucking eliminating me from this list? I was trying to do Claw.
Bruns. Yeah, the Bruns.
He's fucking
Yeah,
Bruns, man.
You remember
He's
that?
fucking Bruns.
Nah, there's no way for me to do this codedly. I'm going to slack myself something.
Slack it.
Slack it.
I'm just going to slack it.
And you're
Are
gonna
we
show
supposed
it
to
to
read
us?
what you're slacking?
No, I just don't want to forget this.
Do you want us to
Andy.
read it
Circus.
to the audience?
Andy Circus. It's about Andy Circus. everybody.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
2 slots left. Names we have here: Adam
now,
Kovic,
this is where
Gerard
I-
the Completionist, Ryan McCaffrey, Elise Williams, Michael Huber, Bruce Green.
Now,
all
I love
amazing
Elise
people.
and I love Bruce. I love working with them, but I don't know. This is where you guys have to fill in. I don't know how much they've done for the games side of things. Like I think,
Elise was on
hey,
the
that
Games
awesome
cast.
day we went to Funhouse Live and they hung out with us all day and they toured us around, took us to lunch. They do that all the time. Whenever we see them, they're always fucking awesome. Same with Adam. So like I don't know.
Elise was on Gamescast. Again, yeah, I agree with you, Nick. I don't know if she belongs in the
Also-
games category, but we call her like every morning
The
show.
problem is Andy and I do the #1 disaster podcast, Geostorm podcast.
She's a part
with her.
of the Doppler
big
gang.
She's part of the Doppler gang.
It's true.
Here,
I DM her all
honestly,
the time about
the
books.
name that's jumping off this list that I think needs to get there is Kovic. And my argument for Kovic is again, he was a spare
Gauntlet
bedroom kid.
season
These
2.
sirens are happening at our house, not your car.
What is happening outside?
We connect between.
Where's Kevin?
It's Dawn of the Dead out there.
Uh-oh.
Kovic, of course, helps. Came up, did spare bedroom stuff. He's done studio stuff. Whenever I go down there, he's usually my point of contact to go hang out and do stuff on Funhouse. They promote us. They're nice. Kovic's
I
a-
think that it has to be Kovic as well. I love all of those people, but I do feel I agree with you, Greg. That Kovic has been our connection,
right, and I think
the
that,
longest time.
yeah. And then you're talking about Kind of Funny Games. We have 1 slot left. The names on here are Michael Huber, Bruce Green, Elise Williams, Gerard, Ryan McCaffrey.
Now-
Cool, Greg. Is the chat alive with people calling?
Shouldn't Ryan McCaffrey be San Francisco?
Is the chat shouting anything out? He could be San Francisco. Is the chat shouting anybody we're missing that we're being stupid about?
No, for the most part, Joey's correcting them.
Great. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Is Joey shouting at him?
So this is really tough. I feel like it could be super close between, like, remember we put Bruce to the fucking ringer that day. He was on the morning
Oh,
show.
we
He did
did.
GOG and he did Gamescast.
But we did the same to Elise.
Now,
Yeah, at least
here's
Elise did
here's-
morning show.
Yeah, she did with me.
Here's where it gets
She was awesome.
wobbly.
Oh, she did GOG too.
Is that I can tell you some of the names I have listed in San Francisco. I think it might be time to play that hand. So you can see where my head's been at for that, because there are names on that list that could easily go here. I have on there Hunter Pence, Fran Mirabel III, Andrew Goldfarb,
Never heard of him.
Brian Altano, Tim Schafer, Lauren Lanning, Andre Seegers, Grimecraft, Amaurice, John Drake. Obviously, Goldfarb, Altano, they could go over there. Hunter Pence has been on game
No,
stuff before.
I say keep them
See,
in
I
SF.
feel like-
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. And also for the chat at home, who's like,
Yeah.
how could they forget Tim Schafer, who's done all this stuff for them? You know what I mean?
I feel like McCaffrey easily makes the SF list. I'm saying that I
You
don't.
think he's more SF than games?
I think
which is true.
If you again, Martian, not a comedy, still won. We can, and there's 0 rules to this. We can do whatever we want. I feel like McCaffrey makes that list easy in SF, and it takes one fewer person away from him.
No, he makes it easy.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
There's
there's
an argument to be
anyone
made
we've
from
named
that.
on this could make these.
True, I know
lists.
this is fucking hard. I don't like this.
Dude, between Elise and Bruce going into Kind of Funny Games, I'm having a dilemma.
I can't.
That's
I don't,
hard.
Don't.
I'm
Sophie's
having an
choice.
absolute dilemma.
Sophie's choice.
Now, remember, Nick. Remember. Okay. Bruce and Elise both went through the goddamn car wash that day, right? They did everything.
You're saying this to me like I want to argue. I'm abstaining from this. I can't pick between my two children.
Right, but during that day that we went to L.A., who was there for all the stand-ups? James and Elise.
It's true.
Yeah, but I can't hold that against Bruce.
You can't.
I can't ask you to sit at a fucking open mic for 2 hours.
You're not holding it against Bruce. You are boosting up Elise for that. You know what I'm saying? We're not bringing Bruce down. We're bringing Elise up. Yeah.
And we're saying,
can't-
fuck you,
The
Bruce.
thing is, everybody loves
I
Elise.
have to
Let's give it
abstain.
to Elise.
And we've recorded 2 videos to just send Elise to tell her that we miss her.
No, I love Elise, but I also love Bruce. And in my mind,
love
if they could
Bruce.
come live with me, it would be the coolest
Man, that'd be so much fun.
Friends episode ever made.
It'd be so much fun.
All right, it's
I was gonna say Three's Company,
Elise.
but I
I
could
think it's
not
Elise.
remember that.
I think it's. Oh, I hit my balls. Did you see that?
I did. I'm sorry, dude.
I hit my left ball.
That's so hard.
Bruce
Bruce
is
has been deleted and Elise has been bolded. The choice has been made.
Bruce
the
was in
traveler
Kind of
has
Funny
come.
Live too. Elise was not.
That's true.
Ooh.
Bruce didn't want to come though.
That's true. Not true.
Listen, y'all made your choice. I left it up to you. You know how I feel about these funhouse fucks. Not a fan of any of them. Now they're out of my hair. Elise has been picked. Okay? Mm-hmm. Elise, a win for Elise is a win for Bruce. There you go. Done.
Okay.
They're married. That's how it works.
No.
Now here we go. Let's seed the 8. The 8 we have
Seed
are
the
Xavier Woods, Alfredo Diaz, Dan Reichert, Brandon Jones, Shuhei Yoshida, Jeff Ramsay, Adam Kovac, Elise Williams.
Xavier Woods is absolutely rank 1.
100%.
Number 1.
He is our commish.
I'm
and he
calling it
wants
right
to
now.
be involved.
I'm calling it right now.
So
I
I
think he
can't
wins
help
the
it.
entire thing.
Really?
I think he takes the whole. If I'm putting money on it, which I don't, because I don't gamble, because I think he wants it.
He wants
He's
it.
going to campaign.
It'll be interesting to see what
how he became the
brand
commish.
it comes down to versus Xavier Woods.
Doesn't matter.
All right. So then now we have Alfredo Diaz, Dan Reichert, Brandon Jones, Shuhei Yoshida, Jeff Ramsay, Adam Kovac,
Shuhei.
Elise Williams. I agree.
Shuhei rank.
Shuhei
okay.
for number 2.
Yep. You don't agree?
No, I do. I wanted Shuhei versus Xavier.
I'd say
cool.
I'd say rank
That would've
8
been
would be
dope.
Brandon
Mash.
Jones.
Okay. Why?
Or maybe Jeff. No.
You're talking about the end, the last.
Yeah. For me, it's what I'm thinking for rank 8 right now would be Jeff or Elise. Maybe even Jeff, because Jeff was the one. Or no, Jeff or Elise.
Elise.
Yeah.
I just feel like we got him in there, and like some of your reasoning for why Elise is in there really isn't about the games cast she was on, right?
Just because we like her a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fine. It's our stupid tournament. She's the best friend. We get it. And then I would say, yeah, put Jeff after that.
Okay.
At rank
I would
7.
put it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, rank 7.
Jeff versus Shuhei.
Yeah, Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods versus Elise Williams.
Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot.
God.
So then now you have Alfredo Diaz, Dan Reichert, Brandon Jones, Adam Kovac.
Alfredo's 3.
Probably,
Yeah,
for
Alfredo
sure.
has to be 3. 100%.
Then I would say Dan Reichert.
Yeah.
Ooh, so is it going to be
Although
rank?
I would argue moving Shuhei and Alfredo. Flipping them. Because Alfredo's been in Tim's life literally since birth.
That's true, but Shuhei.
But Alfredo's been like helping with everything we do. Shuhei has too. I think I'm like, because Alfredo goes back to IGN, but so does Shuhei.
I like Shu at 2 and Alfredo at 3.
I do think we're missing an awesome possible like promotional cross promotional thing with Jeff versus Alfredo and how much shit that's going to cause, if any, in the Achievement Hunter office.
I'm down.
You see what I'm saying?
Maybe
Yeah.
put Jeff at rank 6.
The Achievement
then?
Hunter Twitter account
Yeah.
will follow Alfredo. They will make that happen. I'm down.
I'm just saying maybe we bump Jeff up 1, put Adam or Brandon in the middle there.
So you're saying Jeff moves to 6.
Yeah, we can keep
so
Shu
he
at
can
2.
fight Alfredo.
Yeah.
And then
Ooh, I like that we're doing matchups
'Cause
now.
it's- yeah, it's
this
fun.
is fun, yeah.
okay, so then you're looking for between Brandon and Adam, we have a 5 and a 7.
So is it going to be Shuhei against Brandon Jones or Shuhei against Adam Kovac?
Let's start with Shuhei versus Brandon Jones.
Yeah, that's what I felt too.
That makes
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of makes sense to me.
Yeah.
It feels right.
And they know each other.
Oh, you did it wrong.
He did it
Great.
wrong.
You know what, guys? Heavy is the crown, you know? Gee whiz.
It's copy and paste.
Gee whiz. It's hard. I can see why the NCAA tournament takes so long.
Oh,
you know?
totally. It's
Yeah.
a lot of
All right.
a lot of logistics.
NFL draft combine.
Andy, lock it in.
Lock it the fuck in.
Number 1, Xavier Woods. Number 2, Shuhei Yoshida. Number 3, Alfredo Diaz. Number 4, Dan Reichert. Number 5, Adam Kovac. Number 6, Jeff Ramsay. Number 7, Brandon Jones. Number 8, Elise Williams.
Willems.
Soda's written, soda's done.
I'm down. I like it a lot.
Willems, not Williams.
Lock it in.
Willems.
Will-
Like
Willems.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem
Like
Dafoe.
James
Gotcha.
Willems.
James, just like James Willems.
Just like James Willems.
So now, We come to the final bracket. San Francisco.
Love it.
Man.
All bets are off.
So that's Friends.
Yeah. I mean, well, they're all
IGN.
friends. Yeah. So
Now, here's my question. There's one
But
name
how-
on
who-
this. Go ahead.
go ahead. Who can be? Yeah. Who's been a best friend to Kind of Funny?
Okay.
Yeah.
Does you have? Am I allowed to talk about who's on the list already?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. This is just what we cobbled together when we were
already said
fucking
this.
around. Yeah,
Okay,
and I did
great.
already. So again,
Does Anthony Gallegos live in San Francisco
he
right
does.
now?
Well, he lives in the Bay
It
Area.
doesn't matter though. I still.
Well,
he
because
lives- he lives
he
in-
was like Portland for a while, right?
No. He's down. He's local.
Okay,
yeah.
so he's back now. I'm just saying maybe he should get thrown off the list because he's a fucking quitter for San Francisco
Here's the
so
thing.
many times.
Hunter Pence needs to be on the list.
Hunter Pence has to be.
100%.
Hunter's been awesome.
Fran needs to be on the list.
Fran is a San Francisco
Does Fran
staple.
need to be on the list?
Fran Mirabella.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
he
love
He
Fran.
didn't fire us when we said we were starting our own
You know,
business.
Fran has been there for us. Fran supported us. Fran's been to all our live events. He'll come to meet and greets. He'll do anything.
Has he been to all the live events?
Fran?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just felt right.
Fran was in KFL 3.
RYCKERT.
He brought the verdict.
I think.
He did bring the verdict.
Okay, fine. Fran's on there, sure.
Fran's definitely
I'm
on
not going to
there.
argue with you.
Altano's definitely on there.
I think Altano and Tim Schafer and
Yeah.
Lauren Lanning are all
Lauren's
locks.
been awesome.
Okay.
Lauren Lanning's been around forever. Fucking Tim Schafer was showed up
Schafer,
to
yeah, for sure.
host shit in the spare bedroom, like including the morning show.
See, the thing about Tim is I feel like I could hang out with Tim regardless of this. That's how cool he is, you know?
Tim
He's
Schafer? Yeah,
he's got me.
totally.
Like, I feel like if I just saw him at Starbucks, we'd just get to chatting.
I
and he'd
think
be like, who is that
we
guy?
have 3 spots left already, and I think you have to get Grimecraft in there.
Yeah.
And I think you got.
Craft, for sure.
I think you got to get John Drake in there. Didn't he take something out of what did he did a whole bunch of dumb shit on the live show with the
John Drake's awesome.
extra
You did
life.
a body shot from Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Drake for sure.
Now we have to talk. This is a bit. I'll put it out on the table. I want John Drake on this list.
Yeah.
I think John Drake has been good to us.
Will always be good to us.
Exactly. I think he's a good number 8 seed, a young up and comer. The problem with John Drake, technically, is we say no coworkers,
He's
no
married to a
significant
coworker.
others.
Yeah.
But
Oh, shit.
Andrea's a contractor, technically a coworker. I think we should make the exception
No,
there.
I think that's
'cause it's-
the problem is I think that's the same as like as your wife or my wife. It's just because he's a man doesn't mean he's not a wife. You know what I mean?
No, it's not that.
You're-
But
you're making a
Andrea's
solid point.
not full time.
But
Yeah.
she
She's a
might as well
contractor.
be. I mean, not in pay scale, but in the way I think. I mean, she's in the office a lot.
Sure.
I think of her as a teammate.
Yeah.
I think of John
Yeah.
as a person that when I think of John, I think of him
Well, I want him
naturally
on-
as the
I-
lesser of the extension. Of
You
her.
know what is a great? Hold on.
This is hard, but I would argue.
I think
love John.
I think I
he
have
should be
a
on the
s-
list. I don't think he should be on the list though.
I have a solution. I think I have a solution. I'm gonna call Joester herself. I think I have a solution. Involve the community.
I don't know, John. I feel like John deserves it, but I get the.
I feel he's too close. He's too close.
This is the second time I called Joey today. She just doesn't
She
answer.
doesn't
her phone.
answer her
Oh, she
fucking
doesn't have
phone.
reception in her house.
Her
Oh.
and Andy
You
don't
need to slack
use
her to tell her to
I
call you.
think.
phones.
I correct me if I'm wrong. I know nothing's been planned, but I think they're trying to get John Drake on the Kinda Honey podcast.
That was the rumor on the street. That is not what the plan is going to be when
Oh.
it actually happens.
Okay.
That might be a follow-up sequel episode. But yeah,
I like John Drake on this list.
I feel like John Drake belongs on the list because even if John Drake wasn't with one Andrea Renee, he would still be on the list. John doesn't like us because of
Too late. You failed. It's over.
Andrea.
Wait. Hold on.
Please vote for.
Was that Joey?
I said don't put John Drake on the list. I love John Drake, and I think that he's great. But if we're going by the rules, I think
Rules
yes,
are rules.
Rules are rules.
Martian's not a comedy.
Okay.
That's a good point.
I don't like it, but I respect it.
Well,
I
here we
understand we made some simple rules here, and that's how it's got to be.
Yes.
All right. Bye, Joey.
You're fired, Joey.
Now, having said all that,
Fuck,
Joey's
I really
not
wanted
in
you-
the office, and the rules do stipulate that you can't be a loser and stay home sick.
It's true.
On the day that we vote about who's our best friends.
Great point.
Here's the thing. We got to
It's
look at
not on the
IGN
list.
because
Put it on the list,
IGN is
put it
the
on the list.
bulk of SF. In terms
Sure.
of, there's a whole
Well,
bunch
again,
of those people that can make the list.
Here, okay, but again, SF, we have 2 spots left.
Yeah.
I think from what we have, my short list here is Amaris, Ryan McCaffrey, Anthony Gallegos, Goldfarb, Seegers. I think we can eliminate Amaris, who's
yeah.
our friend, but what is she? She's not been on
Amaris, you
stuff.
don't even know how to say her name.
Exactly.
Case in point.
Yeah.
Elise
I love
Williams.
her, but no.
I wouldn't have voted for these.
Were you
Funhouse
thinking of
folks.
Omarosa?
No, I think honestly,
think of
I've known
Almond
her
Rokas?
for years, and I always say Amaris, and no one's correcting me.
I've corrected you
Amaris?
3 or 4 times. Amaris. Yeah.
Well, it's just like
just call her Reese. Just call her Reese and you're good.
Kali Plaguey.
Callie.
Fuck! I will never get that name right now.
Kalima.
So we have 2 spots left for San Francisco people who have been good to us.
Andre Seegers is amazing, but I wouldn't put him on the list. Like he's a
He
guest.
would have been a games person.
He's a great collaborator.
Yeah,
on
definitely.
games.
Great collaborator. Fantastic.
Okay. So we're
I
cutting
feel
him?
like here's the deal. I feel like I can remember the many times that Gallegos has come into the office.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Again, granted, I don't pay attention ever, but I can't remember Goldfarb coming to the office and saying what's up to Papa Nicky.
The time you might not remember Goldfarb, but he was here on the most photographed day of all fucking time because he's in the Patreon video, and then every time there's a Patreon article, it's me,
in USA Today.
Tim, and Goldfarb.
That is a knock against Goldfarb.
Okay, then he's
Because
gone.
if I am not in the fucking picture,
He's
then
taking up your spot.
He's taking up my
All
spot.
right, fine, he's gone.
Now, someone I want to put on the list as at least I want a conversation is Chastity. Chastity, been there for us a lot. Whenever we need her, she's fucking here.
Shit.
And she's fun. Her GOG was a fun episode. She brings the
When she
energy.
came to the morning show recently, she promoted it. She made her own graphic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
She appreciates
fucking
being here.
cares.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I would vote for Chastity. Yeah.
Ooh, from the Slack,
The fucking peanut
Joey
gallery.
Joester Noel shouts out Mike Drucker.
Shit.
But he's not SF.
Oh!
Mike Drucker is
I had him
New
on the
York.
original list.
If we put New York, oh yeah,
when the
he's got to
original
be on
list
this
was
list
like-
somewhere. This is just
the
a
original list was
travesty.
like celebrities and friends we don't know that are celebrities or whatever.
Drucker's on. I don't give a fuck what list he's on. Drucker's on this thing.
Yeah.
Drucker's got. Then we got to put him on
San
SF.
Francisco.
We can put him in here, San Francisco Legacy.
I'm down. I think he counts as SF. He,
Okay.
At one point, was in SF.
Yeah, that's where we met. That's where we fell in love.
Yeah.
What? But yeah, just go with it.
Just fucking go with it.
Fuck it. Put John Drake back on. Let's bat this fucker out.
Okay, now what about Twang?
Nobody knows what,
What about
Twang
the
is.
Fast
You
and
fucking
Furious
far.
Twitter account? I like
putting-
this.
Honorary. He's Drucker.
Oh, I thought you
honorary.
were trying to spell honorary.
No, I should have done that. That's a better use of it. Yeah. I'll do that next time.
I thought that's how you
So
spell
we have
honorary.
one slot left then for San Francisco.
It's hard.
Right? Huh?
Dirty Tay?
A Dirty Tay. I don't know who Dirty Tay is.
What about that one guy that you Instagrammed you with on the street? And I don't know. It's a weird video. It was a weird video of Cool Greg talking to some dude in the street.
I feel like we're missing.
We're missing tons of people.
I
mean, we're missing Finnegan. He's not on this
oh,
list.
fucking Finnegan, man.
The problem is Finnegan shot all of our stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
he's
not
a
a problem.
great. No, I mean that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
He should
Sean
be considered
Finnegan
for the
deserves a
list.
spot on this list. He's been there for us for movie reviews.
I gotta be
He's
honest
been there
with you.
for us.
I'll throw it out for Ransky. He doesn't support. He doesn't
Ransky's
support
great,
the channel though.
but my problem is Finnegan has to be.
yeah, you know
above
what? Sorry,
Ransky.
Ransky, you're off.
Yeah, I
You're
love
off.
you.
I just. Yeah,
I mean,
you don't
honestly-
you don't support us.
I think you got to give it to Sean Finnegan.
Yeah.
He shoots shit for us all the time.
He's an honorary kind of funny member.
Sure.
I would
Shoots
say.
shit for us all the time. He is the lowest
He's
performing
disqualified.
t-shirt we've
We
ever
pay him.
made.
We've made a shirt on. Yeah, but the thing is, the paying thing gets really fucking dicey. I like-
Co-workers, though. You know what I mean? Like, as co-workers is a different
Yeah.
thing.
That's true. We do kind of kick him down a little cash for helping us out.
I
That's
think
kinda how it
Chastity
works.
should be in there somewhere.
Oh fuck! Did she not make the cut already?
No.
Oh damn it!
I mean,
Finnegan needs to be there.
I'll argue that. Just take Grimecraft.
Really?
No, I don't know.
You
I
can't
love
do
Crowd
that
needs
to-
to be there.
I'd say, oh man, I'd say maybe remove Lauren Lanning.
No way. Lauren's been so great. And
know.
Lauren's the same thing of like, hey, do you want to do the morning show? Do you want to do GOG and have like a fascinating fucking crazy ass topic? Do you
So
want to
good.
just, do
Crazy
you want to do
motherfucker.
some game stuff? I think Lauren's got to be there for Legacy. Honestly, I think Fran's the one that, Fran or Altano.
Oh dude, I don't
Now
know,
here's
man.
now hear me out. Because I love both these guys, obviously, but I
Obviously.
fucking hate them. Fran, of course, very important to us becoming kind of funny, right?
Yes.
Lets us do the stuff. Totally just takes his eye off us and then we fuck him and then do all this. Like, and we make lots of jokes about him. We call him on the show, all these different things. So, but I think that's a legacy thing. Altano, love him to death, obviously, up at Noon Collaborator. But in the kind of funny scheme, he's been on GOG, he's done Gamescast, but it's not like he's in all that much. Me and him are still trying to connect to get him back in here to do other stuff and get me on in their stuff. Like, there's a thing there, but are either of them synonymous with kind of funny?
Fran, absolutely. The amount of times Fran
Yeah.
comes up on a morning show.
Yeah.
I did retweet him today.
Then I would think, with all love and respect to
He was at
Brian
Kevin's
Altano,
wedding.
Brian Altano's got to get dropped.
Okay.
And I'm not saying Brian's not a great collaborator. He hasn't been a good friend.
I can't
Who are we
see that.
arguing about getting in here? Over?
It's Chastity,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
I think Chastity has to be in there.
I feel like Chastity deserves it because, I mean, Altano doesn't need to win more shit. Everyone loves Altano.
But see, I love Altano. He's been on our stuff equally to Chastity.
That's a good point.
He shows up to our stuff. Like, it's hard to argue either of those two.
If it's Altano or Chastity, I forgot who we were arguing. I would say then, I think I would vote Altano over Chastity.
Fuck.
Chastity makes her own graphics.
Can we just tell Sean we put him on the list, but not actually put him on the list?
That's a great point.
Finnegan deserves to be on this list.
I know, he does.
Does Finnegan deserve to be on this list? 100%. Is he getting bounced in the first round? If he could play, hey, here's literally a rock we found in the streets of San Francisco. It would beat Sean Finnegan.
I mean, he still deserves to lose to that rock.
But the only reason I would say disqualify Sean Finnegan is because we work together in a capacity that is official and kind of funny.
Yeah, but
that argument
many times
we can apply to a lot of.
Couldn't we apply that to Chastity? We work with
true.
GameSpot for stuff.
Yeah. Fuck, we do.
She's hired.
It's
us
also
for
just
streams.
looking like a fucking sausage fest up in here.
That's the other problem too.
I didn't know it was optics.
Optically, not looking too good here.
The other categories look good, right?
Wait, there's Barb and
barely,
Lynn.
barely snuck in.
I'm
Elise
sure.
there.
I'm sure women work at Portillo's.
My mom does. My mom works at Portillo's.
We have Barbara and Elise are the only women in this thing.
Sure.
You know, the people
Again.
who are out there are like, oh, SJW cucks. Like, fuck you guys. I think we have to have some women in
now
here.
They're saying it.
Fuck that. I don't care.
All right. I mean,
they can go fuck themselves.
then I guess again, first off, Fran a girl's name, so that kind of helps.
Fran
People
is a
will
girl.
think Fran's a girl.
Fran's on the list.
All right then.
Finnegan's on the list.
Then do you want to drop Altano and put Chastity in?
I would say so, just because of the gusto. That
She does
Chastity
have
has.
gusto, and
Yes.
again, who's helping us? She's hired us for gigs before.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like she's Altano. Everybody fucking knows about Altano, man.
See, I
well,
think
everybody
Altano's
knows
awesome,
about
though.
Cisco and Troy Baker too.
That's true, but it's
Man,
different.
this is tough, dude.
It is tough.
This is the worst. I wish we could have fit Drucker in somewhere else. Can we call an audible right now and take out someone from one of the other lists to throw Drucker
Have
in
him maybe
there?
in the kind of funny list.
Yeah, because I feel like he
I
should be
feel
on the
like
kind
that's
of
where he
funny
belongs.
list. He
Okay.
should be in the kind of funny list, and Altano should be on the SF list.
So your kind of funny list is Troy Baker, and this is seeded. So I mean, arguably you just drop Rahul, but Troy Baker, Cisco, Anthony Carboni, Bernie Burns, Barbara Dunkelman, Dave Fennoy, Tone Deaf, Rahul.
But I want Rahul to love us.
It's not gonna happen. You're wasting your time. I wish this was next year already, so we could get Cameron.
See, the thing is,
Cuff
I can't
Star of
see driving Rahul.
Sapphires.
He's been on more things than Altano.
Here's
has.
my thing.
Well, we're not even,
He's-
no, we're not even talking about Altano right now, right? We're talking about
for
moving
Drucker.
Drucker over and then getting Altano in SF.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
When was the last time any of y'all spoke to Dave Fennoy?
I mean, kind of funny live 3, I guess. I would have hit him up.
And before Kind of Funny Live 3, when was the last
him
time?
and I exchanged a text every
Okay,
so often.
okay.
Yeah.
He did the Final Fantasy thing with us.
Right, true. I think Dave Fennoy
All
can't
of
go away.
it.
I love Dave. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Now, what we could do. So hold on.
Why don't we just add one more?
No.
Playing game.
Yes, you're right. That's what I was about to pitch you.
Oh.
What if we do a playing game, and we could just do it as it's Drucker versus Altano, and that solves the problem, right?
I like that.
Damn.
I really,
What is a
really,
play-in game?
really
so
like
a playing
that.
game would be
You have to play to get the 8 seed.
yeah.
Oh,
So
I
we
see.
branch
it's
it
like
out a little
question
bit. Right,
mark
right,
and
right,
then-
right.
Okay. Does that help us though? Because then we have to put Chastity back in. Oh, we
No,
put Chastity
Chastity's
in
already in.
Yeah.
Chastity,
Fantastic.
we were fine with. We just have to have a playing game for the
Oh
8
man,
seed.
this is gonna just destroy Drucker's self-esteem.
He doesn't have any. It's brilliant. There's like nothing. You can't destroy what's not there.
That's a great point, man.
And it's great because it's a callback to Up at Noon, making them fight each
I
other.
like that.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Oh, okay. So then,
And if we start this all off with that match, like if that's the first tweet we ever do, I think we'll get a lot of eyes and people understand what's going
Right.
on here.
now,
not
Joester,
pulling
Joey
punches.
Noel, just pops in and says the chat is freaking out about Kevin Smith and Kijima not being on the list. Fuck. I love Hideo Kojima. Everyone knows that. And I'm not, this isn't like, fuck him. He's never made it to the studio for anything.
Well, that also feels
We
like a
did it-
very professional relationship that you have with him. You know.
Sure, I mean, even just removing that, like, he's an inspiration to me. I love his work. He, like, you know, I have a standing invitation to go see Death Stranding. I have that is, I could see it if I go play Death Stranding this year or whatever, right? If Kijima Productions sends Kind of Funny to Japan, automatic he's locked in for next year's second annual. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
Kevin Smith, another great guy. I love Kevin. He did a lot for us in terms of launching it and stuff, but I think. I mean, since
hard
then
to
we
nail
haven't
down.
worked with him. We've tried
Yeah.
to do stuff, and I'm not. And again, I understand
We're busy. He's
I
don't
understand
like
how
us.
busy Kevin Smith is and stuff. But we've never been able to lock him down for a Kind of Funny live host or anything like that, or even a video. Like Kevin's great, but like he's busy. He's doing shit.
Yeah.
I respectfully don't think either of those people should make it.
Can I ask another noob question?
Sure.
Is at some point is it going to be Pepsi versus Chardonnay for the worst best friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that I will put for the NIT Pepsi versus Chardonnay, the thing we hate the most at Kind of Funny is what that'll be.
I love this.
That'll be 416.
Now here's the problem. Taco Bell is a Pepsi restaurant. You're gonna piss off Taco Bell, man.
that's a good
No.
question.
By that time, either
Taco Bell's
Bell.
embarrassed. They know that they have to deal with this Pepsi
That's
bullshit.
the thing. It's like a true friend tells you when you're fucking up.
Pepsi-
And we are
Pepsi's
telling
great,
Taco Bell.
man.
No, Pepsi.
Pepsi's
Swallow your
awesome,
microphone
dude.
right now. You
Pepsi's
fucking
fucking
noob.
awesome.
Stop picking the
Wild
stop
cherry
picking
Pepsi.
the recruit,
Love
asshole.
it. RS6. R6S.
RS6, baby.
Okay, hold on. I'm making notes myself. The playing game is going to be on March 29th, meaning that pretty much
It was a great episode.
Only Patreon people are going to know what. Oh, we still have to seed these guys. Don't forget.
Yeah, for sure.
But only Patreon people are going to know what exactly is going on. We'll tell Drucker and Altano in advance. I'll be like, if you're not a Patreon, this won't make sense.
Got it.
But Drucker, Altano, and then on the 30th when this goes live for everybody, it'll be revealed.
Can we get this sort of cleared? Because
Well,
eventually I'm gonna put this up
Jesus,
here so
Mary
we could show
and
the whole
Joseph
thing.
Christ, Tim, you have a problem. And for those audio
know,
listeners
man.
listening at home or in your car,
Here's what needs to
Tim has
happen.
3 LaCroix in front of him. 3.
Here's what needs to
And
happen.
Cool Greg's gonna bring him another one right now.
When Tim brings 3, Cool Greg should just remove all 3. And what's Tim gonna do?
I'll go get it.
No, you'll just be fine.
Okay,
But
guys,
when they're in
that's
front
not
of
true.
you think you need them.
Yeah, but when they're not in front of me, I'm thinking about how much bullshit, dude.
No.
I'm constantly trying to get people to
Everybody
do
get
this.
back. Get your heads
LaCroix
back in
number
the
one,
game
bro.
here. All right.
LaCroix number
We have
one.
to see the FFSF rankings. We have Hunter Pence, Fran, Chastity, Tim Schafer, Lauren Lanning, Grimecraft, Sean Finnegan.
Jesus.
I think Hunter Pence needs to be the number 1 seed. I think. What? No?
I don't think so.
My argument for it, of course, would
Who's
be
number 1?
He's like
Hold
Mr.
on.
Seven.
Let me make my argument, motherfuckers.
Sorry.
No, not you. I'm yelling at your brother. You're doing great, Cool Greg. You're infallible. I love you. Hunter Pence, synonymous with the city of SF, period.
Yeah.
Let alone the fact that we launched Kind of Funny on the back of Hunter Pence Science video.
Mm-hmm.
And he has been on other stuff. He came in for the Wonder Woman review.
He's great.
He's been on
No,
morning
for
shows.
sure.
I think we get a lot of tweets about him still. And he wears our merch all the time.
Yeah.
It's true.
Hold on. I'm not arguing against him. My brother is. I want to know why.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Cool
what?
Greg?
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, Cool Greg.
I don't see it. I don't see him as the number 1. We're talking about him as the winner of it.
No. The number 1
In that
seed in the
bracket?
SF bracket.
Because even I'd put Sean over him. I think Sean.
What?
From me seeing it, I think he's helped us out.
It's true. Sean has helped us out,
we
actually.
don't pay Hunter Pence though.
Yeah.
I think the level of commitment that Sean has showed us compared to what he's doing is just different.
But Sean has nothing else. Is what I would argue.
Sean
Hunter
Pence.
Pence is
Sorry,
like
not Pence.
Finnegan.
Sean Finnegan.
Finnegan.
Hunter Pence. I don't give a fuck who you put at
Diametrically
1 and
opposed.
8. Just do it.
Well, we can't do 8
Oh, damn.
unless we want to.
Unless we put Hunter at 2 and Sean at 8.
Well, no. I mean, I said
Or
that like
7,
it
rather.
matters. We can have a play into the numbers. So Sean Finnegan, we all agree, is the dead last in the bracket, even though there's a play-in game for the number 7 spot. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll agree with that. I'm into that.
love it.
I'm into that. So do that. Yeah. And then
great.
Sean Finnegan, we're putting at number 8 in the SF bracket. So, but are we saying Hunter Pence for number 1 or no?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making sure I understood where we're doing. So then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Sean versus Hunter Pence
Yeah.
in the bracket. Okay, cool. All right, so then we have to go 2 through 6. We currently have Fran, Chastity, Tim Schafer, Lauren Lanning, Grimecraft.
I think Lauren and Tim Schafer should go against each other.
Cool with the game devs going against each other.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay,
Sort of legacy game devs.
so you're, well, I mean,
So, but what should rank 2 be? I think rank 2 should be Fran.
for everything he's done for us
Yeah.
and how much we make fun of him to this day. Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. And then he'll have to face either Drucker or Brian Altano.
I like that.
Then this is where it gets, I would say then, here's what I would do. All right, listen to me. Oh, no, I wouldn't. That fucks up what you want to do. I would say then, Grimecraft at 3.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Well, I mean, this is trying to get the matchups you
Just for
want.
fun
Oh,
matchups.
sure, okay.
Yeah.
So it's Grimecraft, and then it's Chastity's at 7. Or no, 6, sorry. And then Tim and Lauren in the center there at 4 and 5.
Cool.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, we're
Tim and Lauren
great.
versus each other. That's awesome.
So then, Your SF bracket is number 1, Hunter Pence, number 2, Fran, number 3, Grimecraft, number 4, Tim Schafer, number 5, Lauren Lanning, number 6, Chastity, number 7, a playing game between Brian Altano and Mike Drucker, number 8, Sean Finnegan.
I love it.
I love also that somehow subconsciously or maybe consciously, and you guys are just smarter than I am, we are tearing apart offices with this.
Sure.
Fran versus whoever the winner is, if it's Altano, it's going to be hilarious. It's going to tear IGN apart from the inside. And I'm 100% on that.
Civil War, dude.
Civil War.
So Andy's filling out the bracket. While he does, I'll run it through one more time. I'm not going to say 1 every time. I'm going from 1 to 8 every time. Brand, region, reads like this. LaCroix, DiGiorno, Oreos, Portillo's, Wings, Hot Cheetos, Napa Smith Brewery, Taco Bell.
I'm going up against who?
Huh?
Keep going.
Well, no, that's not how this works. They're going up against each other.
I get it. But
Okay.
like, they're on the same list as.
Look, it's
Kinda
that point,
funny.
It legitimately could be LaCroix versus Xavier Woods
Yeah.
for the take all.
Kind of funny is Troy Baker, Cisco, Anthony Carboni, Bernie Burns, Barbara Dunkelman, Dave Fennoy, Tone Deaf, Rahul Kohli. Kind of funny games: Xavier Woods, Shuhei Yoshida, Alfredo Diaz, Dan Reichert, Adam Kovic, Jeff Ramsay, Brandon Jones, Elise Willems,
Good job.
San Francisco, Hunter Pence, Fran Mirabella III, Grimecraft, Tim Schafer, Lauren Lanning, Chastity, a playing game between Brian Altano and Mike Drucker, and Sean Finnegan.
I love this.
You came around on this idea, right?
I came fucking
It was
around.
a good-
It's gonna get weird. And
Andy,
I
good
can't
episode?
wait.
Great episode, dude.
All right. You want to show your work here?
Can we get Skycam, cool, Greg? Move that water.
I'd love to, but Nick's so busy just texting.
I gotta text my wife. She wants to send my food order. Everyone fuck off.
Wow.
She never buys me dinner. This is important. She
never buys me
This saved me $15.
There we go. All right. So you see the bracket laid out. So on top of this, if you're an audio listener, we've run through the rankings, of course. The brand winner will face the Kind of Funny winner. The San Francisco winner will face the Kind of Funny Games winner. Now, we of course will post all this on kindoffunny.com. We'll make a nice graphic that'll have all this laid out. We'll explain it better. But to give you dates now where this all makes sense. This episode goes live on Patreon on 3/23. That is March 23rd. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Then on 3/29, that is a Thursday, there'll be the playing game between Brian Altano and Mike Drucker to decide who is the number 7 seed in the San Francisco bracket. This will then post this episode on YouTube on March 30th. Then round 1 will begin on March 30th as well. This posts at 9 a.m. We'll probably post the first thing I would say at noon then, right? Give it time to cook so people actually have to see it and understand. But we want to motivate you to watch it. Between March 30th and April 6th, there will be 16 matches, 2 a day. This is all round 1. Then round 2 begins April 9th through April 12th. That's 8 matches, 2 a day. Round 3 begins April 13th. That is 4 matches. You have all weekend to vote in them. Round 4 is then on April 17th and 18th, 1 match each day. And then round 5, the championship, 420, smoke it if you got it, blaze them up. All to decide, Kind of Funny's best friend of the show. Voting polls being open and stuff, you'll see as we go. I think, like I said, the one's open all weekend. I imagine the 16 matches are going to be until the next round goes live. Then we'll decide how that is and stuff. But
And we'll be talking about it on the morning show.
of course, this bracket will be there. Hopefully, we have a nice graphic we can update and go through and do and stuff. I look at you, Andy, to make sure that happens. I guess we need to take a photo of this, but Nick didn't seem down with that.
I mean, I'm just saying, good handwriting. I just think it'll be a little cleaner if we have something that way.
I
Because
agree.
that way we can update it and knock it off as we go.
There
See
are
what I'm saying?
websites that do this, so I'll figure
Well,
it out.
there's also an Andy. We have an Andy.
We have an Andy. We pay an Andy.
Kind of
the
Funny
problem.
live or Kind of Funny prom merch has to be made in a week too.
Whatever.
That is cute.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
don't bite off more than you can chew.
Just
Important.
when Rooster Teeth's like, hey, we need new thing. Just send them silhouettes of black T-shirts with a white question mark in there, and they'll be like, we'll reveal this at a later date. They're like, no, we need to print it for June 30th.
Transactions, man.
Cool, Greg. Go back to the wide.
I want to give a shout out to Mega Ran, who has been there a long time. Hey, what's done is done. We've lost the ship has sailed.
The thing is, if you didn't make the list, remember this is the inaugural. First annual. There will be next year, so you have a whole year to
really
fucking
make
get your shit
mark.
together.
Make your mark on Kind of Funny and say why we should remember you
Use the 2 Kind of Funny
when we
lives.
pit all our friends. Yeah, I know. No. Mega Ran is a great. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is going to go live. There are going to. What are you doing?
No,
I thought you were writing Mega Ran in.
I was like, Andy, we voted.
this is going to go live and spawn all sorts of arguments on the subreddits and in the comments and of like, how could you forget this person?
Good.
We forgot it because we're stupid.
Yeah.
And this was just a haphazard idea.
Didn't
that we
think of
didn't
it too much. Yeah.
I'm all stuffy, fighting a cold here, so I'm trying to get my air.
I'm fighting like a sore throat thing a little bit.
Yeah, you think what we got? What Joester got?
Yeah, probably Joey.
Fucking Joester.
If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Game Over Greggy Show. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each bringing a random topic discussion for your amusement. If you like that, head over to patreon.com/kindafunny, where you can get each and every episode early. How early? As early as right now. You can be watching as we record it live. You can get it later, that following Friday, and then 1 week later, we post the entire show for free as one big video on youtube.com/kindafunny and on podcast services around the globe, including Spotify. If you like it, please consider supporting us on patreon.com/kindafunny. You get all sorts of perks and goodies, and it really helps us keep this whole thing going, because who wouldn't want quality content where we make our friends fight? What did I spell wrong?
Yeah, the way you spelled tone deaf, I spelled it the way you spelled it, and I felt
It's
like
always
it was
wrong.
wrong.
No matter what
2
you
Fs.
do, no matter how you spell tone deaf, it's wrong.
Sure.
And even Tone
Oh,
himself
I
will
left
say
off too.
that.
The NIT is on April 16th for what we hate the most, Pepsi or
sure.
Chardonnay.
Now, here's my question to you. We can wrap up the show. We'll go into the post show.
We're going to do the post show now. You can watch it, of course, by being a person who gives us just $1 on patreon.com/kindafunny. And we do it after the live thing. Or if you support us and get that early video episode on Friday, it's included there too. But for now, no. Everybody watching this, wherever you may be. Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you. Thanks for watching that crazy episode of the Game Over Greggy Show. What do you hate, Pepsi or Chardonnay? Let us know and then vote on the day. For now, though, click here to subscribe. Click down here to go to our Patreon. Click here to see a playlist of other episodes. And click here for the Cool Greg Fun Zone. Where's it going? Nobody knows.